Hello, everybody, and welcome to another perilous episode of Roll20 Presents Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. We gotta make this intro quick because
my suspense. The suspense is killing me.
Listen, I made a dentist appointment for 45 minutes from now, and I really need to.
Well, you're gonna need it, Adam, because I'm going to yank out all of your teeth.
Whoa! Oh wow! I don't know what part of the player's handbook it says threaten your dungeon master, but I'm here for it.
Depending on the dungeon master.
I wrote it on. This is like written in Sharpie.
Yeah. If you don't like the way your dungeon master is ruling, threaten to murder them or break all their teeth.
I didn't threaten to murder.
That's true. I would survive. Also, I could take you in a fight. Let's be real.
Is it this again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's become this again. Yeah.
It's the killer.
I've got at least 11 strength, okay? I know because I checked.
Don't make me break out the buffer weapons and make you prove it.
I punched
like those hidden stats in Pokemon?
I punched 6 doors and one of them popped open, so I must have 11 strength.
Statistically 11 strength.
Statistically, I got a 1 in 6 chance.
The one that popped open was an automatic door, Adam.
It could also be 10 strength, technically.
It could also be 10. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's how you figure out your armor class. You get someone to throw things at you, and you count how many times they hit you and how many times they miss, assuming that they have no bonus to hit. Like, don't get
disclaimer.
Like a
disclaimer. Do not throw things at each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing. Like, since time immemorial, people trying to figure out what their personal character stats are. But most people figure out, guess what, everybody? You got 10s. It's 10s in everything. We all just, within a very short thing, we're all commoners. So.
Except for Achilles. That guy was awesome.
Yeah, he had armor class 32, 1 hit point.
Well, the problem is if you get double crits, like it's, you know.
Yeah, thankfully this version of Dungeons & Dragons doesn't have called shots to the ankle as part of its rules system. Yep. Well, welcome everybody. Hello. Let's keep it quick. I have a question for Distracted Elf. Elf, quick review. The new Star Wars game. Should I play it? Is it good or is it not as good?
So here's what I did. Mm-hmm. I cranked it up to Jedi Grandmaster level right at the beginning.
That's very difficult.
That's the most difficult thing you can do. And so the combat feels like actually substantial rather than like breeze through. Mm-hmm. So it feels a little more like Dark Souls-y. Which I quite like. And the puzzles are okay. The first boss, spoiler for this game, the first boss is called Ogdo Bogdo. Mm-hmm. So just, if you like giant frog lizards, it's good. I had to fight him like 8, 9, maybe 15 times.
Oh, cool.
And then I realized I can parry. So
yeah, you gotta parry the Bogdo.
That really helped. You gotta Ogdo the Bogdo. Like if you
the
don't,
the parries in it are super wonky though for certain mobs.
They are a little bit.
You like do it at the right time, and it'll just be like.
Because like you have to block as the hit lands, so the enemies. The landing is the like
right.
It's not as bad as Code Vein's parrying though.
Yes,
I will say that because that is the worst parrying system in any video game.
But yeah, so I actually recommend it, which I did not think I would be saying about any Star Wars game,
right? Especially one about like a Jedi and his like friend, the quirky droid.
I still think Gotham Joker, what's his name? Cameron Monaghan is like the actor who is like the lead guy. I can't look at him without thinking about the Joker.
Yeah.
But I still think he's irrelevant,
right?
At this point, like you could have had nameless protagonist that you create on your own, which would have been way better. I would love the game a lot more if I didn't have to play boring Landerson, but I do. So it makes up for it in being not a game I hate.
Oh, that's good. So the gameplay is like worth it and engaging enough to, because like when I saw the previews for it, I was like, I do love a Star Wars, but I really feel like I've played this game 6 times already.
Chad is totally right. It's Dark Souls and Tomb Raider, like together.
That's
with
cool.
Star Wars.
It's not quite as good at either, though.
No,
well, of course, that's what you get. It's a bard,
so.
Right? It's not quite a wizard. It's not quite a rogue. Like, it's got its own qualities, but it's not as good at either thing.
I'm still holding grudge from when they put out a trailer for what looked like a new Star Wars game and ended up just being an expansion to Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I'm excited that there's still that game is still a thing.
Yeah, it still exists.
Yeah. because I played that when it first came out, and I quite enjoyed the non-MMO parts of it, and then I got to the end of the game and I was like, oh, this is not fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I played that game.
I played it too. Yeah, I really liked it until you got to the part where you just had to pay or grind.
I was within the first 5 level 50s on my server in that game.
I played it when it launched too, and then I didn't really play after that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Star Wars though, like there's a lot of stuff happening. It's the end of the year, so there's a ton of stuff, like a bunch of games coming out, a bunch of TV shows just started. Like, I feel like there's just so much stuff, like Pokemon and
good things.
Star Wars and Mandalorian.
I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Yeah. I consume it like candy, and I will continue to do so.
Have you started watching The Mandalorian yet?
Of course I have. I got Disney Plus on the fucking first day. And
you're digging it?
So far, my opinion of it is,
I had somebody point out to me that it looks like it's angling in on a kind of lone wolf and cub vibe, which I was immediately like, oh, I like this even more now. That's pretty good.
My issue is that I don't like Mandalorians. So everybody's like, Boba Fett. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Boba Fett. I don't care.
You don't like Mandalorians? They don't like you either.
I don't like me either. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the death penalty on 11 systems.
It's my favorite conversation in all of Star Wars. I love it. It's great.
Jawas or kobolds? Changed my mind. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
no, they smell more than kobolds.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jawas are stinky. That's the far Star Wars left.
All right. Well, I mean, that those are all my non-spoiler opinions.
So there's our question to figure out: what smells worse, a kobold or a Jawa?
Well, Jawas are particularly pointedly like mentioned for smelling bad.
Yeah, like, well, they're mammals, which means they smell worse innately.
But it's the stuff that they put on their on the inside of their robes that keeps them from like drying out in the desert that makes them smell really bad. It's like some kind of.
But kobolds live in sewers.
They literally live.
And they eat garbage from the sewer.
Yeah,
I mean that's true.
They probably have worse breath than Jawas, but I think maybe on the outs. You think they smell bad on the outside? Yep. Cool. Star Wars. It's a thing. Well, that's good. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I might check it out after I'm done with the game. I would
give it a try. I think you might like it, but I recommend that Grandmaster difficulty.
Cool. I will keep that in mind. That's good. That's good. You got to Lauren. You got to take your new costume out for a spin. How was it?
It was good.
It's good.
I had all of it done. I still need to make the sword, but I had clothing.
Nice. It was looking pretty good. None of it seemed like it lit on fire. I saw you
not catch on fire.
I saw you had a boot emergency, but other than that, you were okay.
I went through a process. These were boots Mark II. But on the plus side, like disadvantage, wasted an entire day. Plus side, I was able to build them on to high heels. So I got like an extra 3 inches of height. So I could further achieve heights of giant woman, which was pretty great. But I forgot how much. One, I forgot that this was a kids show.
Yep.
Because there were so many small children who were so excited.
Right.
Awesome.
It was real cute. They were real cute. They'd be like, "Can I take a picture with you?" Or they'd be like, "Shira!" and just point and yell at me really loud. It was pretty great.
I mean, good and also children.
But see, on the plus side, like, I'm not responsible for them.
Yeah.
I didn't have to take care of them. I didn't have to spend all day. I just got to see them be cute for a moment and then shovel them back to their parents.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's
great. Like the ideal child experience. See them for like a minute and then just like go away.
And then you're done. And you make them happy. And so like you're not dealing with bad feelings.
No, you're dealing with only the good side of
That's why
their feelings.
I'll bring my nieces to visit for like 2 days max, and then I'll send them back to their parents and be like, have fun with, having children.
Yeah.
I find all human larvae to be equally repugnant. But I appreciate the sentiment. When you can amuse the larva and then do not have to be responsible for their excretions, you're doing good.
I counter this all children are repugnant by mentioning that I have seen a classroom full of like kindergarten or younger Chinese students repeat the alphabet in a heavy Scottish accent to their Scottish English teacher. And there is no thing in history more adorable than that. That is the most adorable.
I
Because they pick the intonation immediately and you just get like this heavily Scottish accented
Like I learned
like
my
Mandarin
vowels
speaking
with
kids.
a Texan accent because I had a Texan teacher. So like it's real cute.
Amazing.
Oh, so good. So good. People are saying link like this is something I can link
This
you to.
happened in real life.
This is like my real life. That happened to me in real. I taught in China for a year. This is my real life. Okay.
Also, kind
This
of
was
not a
before
good
the
thing.
internet
Don't film
existed.
kids in school.
Now I'm just imagining like
permission
groundskeeper.
from the
I'm just
parents.
imagining groundskeeper Willie teaching
Yeah.
English in China.
I mean, the guy I knew was Glaswegian and like very heavily Scottishly accent. I'm surprised he got the job, but yeah, there you go.
That's so good. I'm very excited about that idea.
That's excellent.
Well, it's good. You get to amuse some other people's kids, and you get to take the costume out for a spin. So it's like finishing the sword now. That's the plan.
Make the sword, and then it will be done, and I can set it on fire.
Nice. So do you have like all of your? I imagine like after a while, these old costumes start to take up space. Does that become an issue? Like you're like.
So there's a lot of mess back here, but I'm gonna angle you over to like this set of shelves.
Mm-hmm.
There are like 4 different boxes on those shelves. They're just full of cosplays.
Mm-hmm. I like your cool Blair Witch thing you got going up there. That's nice.
It's for my pyre cosplay.
Uh-huh. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I got various props back there. Yeah, that's just what happens. You put them in a box and you put it on a shelf and you're like, and that was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then sometimes you pull it out of the box and you're like, fuck, I should find a different way of storing these because now I have to iron them.
Mm-hmm.
And then every so often I'll sell them because
So
I'm like,
what
I
we
need
need to
space.
do is get Lauren a giant walk-in closet with like 6 mannequins so that you can have them nicely
6?
arranged.
You think I only have 6?
No.
costumes in
You
the
have the rest.
closet?
You have the rest.
you put the
hanging,
best
but you
one.
have
Oh, okay.
The best
Like,
up. Yeah.
I would
need that for like LARP stuff.
I would love that. Like the closet that Captain Shakespeare has.
Yes.
I want that.
Mhm.
That's what I want. I want that to be my life.
Now you just do like the Iron Man where they're like all lined up.
Also
in, like,
would
a
be good.
case,
The
you know?
cape closet from
from Solo.
Yeah. Okay, from Solo. I was like, that wasn't Rogue One. That was from
it was
Solo.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah, the cape closet, definitely.
Yeah,
Round
Lando
this back to
Calrissian's
Star
many
Wars.
capes.
Or alternatively, just like a video game storage system in which it's like just sort of magical and I just like click the button and then I'm like wearing it. That would be great too.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
That one's less attainable, unfortunately.
They say that playing video games doesn't affect your behavior in real life, but I've been walking around with everything I own in a big pile on my back the last little while, and it's been really good. That's my new storage method. Just take everything I own, carry it outside, and immediately fall over sideways.
So you mean like 14 cameras?
Yeah, exactly. Just piles
Nothing
of
else?
stuff, and then just down I go. Yeah.
Good times.
Well, I want to continue to shoot the shit, but we have some
let's do it.
stuff to deal
we
with.
can't,
right?
yeah. There's too
We
much to
just
do.
can't. So here's where we're at. Friends. The Duke Thalamra Vanthamper, sewer queen of Baldur's Gate, is currently locked in a hold person spell by Sathra. Sathra has the Duke paralyzed in place and is wailing away at her with a sword. The real question we have before us is, can Thalamra escape from the spell
Disadvantage.
before being killed? That's what happens, because if and this happens at the end of her turn, so Thalamra will not get this turn. She'll get to roll at the end of it. You want to use one of your disadvantage? Okay. So
Of course I do.
She's going to roll.
Of course.
Yeah, she's going to roll.
All
And
right, for everyone's reference, we have one left.
one more. If she succeeds, the hold person spell is over. If she fails, you'll have one more round of like free shots on her, pretty much. And we'll just continue this process until the fight is over. So what is the...
you need a 14, Adam.
Is a 14. I have disadvantage. Okay, on this. This
God, please.
This lovely
God,
lady right here.
please.
Just look at her. Look at her. She's rolling up her sleeves to make that saving throw. She's got a D20 clutched in that fist. All right. It is a what kind of saving throw? Wisdom?
It is a
Colin?
wisdom saving throw.
Put
right.
it in public. Come on, I want to see it.
At disadvantage. Here goes. Yeah, I'll just roll a D20. She has a +3 on this roll. And I gotta roll 2 of them,
right?
and drop 1. I think that's the context for it. All right, here we go. I got 6. I got
There's
a
a
6.
6. Yes, we're good.
That 3 right there.
Good,
That's
there's
the
a 6 in
that's
there.
the 6. Yep. So 6 total. She is still frozen in place. You have one more turn before Duke Thalamra gets to go ham.
Well, she gets to try again is what she gets to do.
So, Sorovo, you have, for a moment, distracted the barbed devil that is chasing you down the hall, attempting to kill you. And for a moment, it is distracted, buying you this turn to move. What would you like to do?
That.
Okay, we'll run over there.
Run.
Yeah.
Run is the answer, everybody.
Yeah.
Not-
And that was 40. That was 40 feet, right? That's how much you can.
50.
Oh yeah, 50. Okay, so you should. Yeah, you should have it. Perfect. Okay. All right. So you're gonna run for these bars and make an attempt to squeeze through. All right.
Yeah.
Sathra.
I'm gonna hit an unpleasant lady with a sword.
That sounds like a great plan.
So I gotta hit her, but then it's a crit if I do.
Yeah, and you have advantage to hit her because she's
so
frozen
here it
in
comes.
place.
16.
That is a hit. Yes.
Okay, so 10 plus another 2d6.
Okay.
With another 10. So 20 total damage.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. The packed greatsword whistles through the air, thwack, hitting this struggling creature and spilling her blood into the sewer water she loves so very much. Anything else, Sathra?
That is. I taunt her. I say something like, "Die, old lady," or something.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. She
Plus
does have
two,
the
plus 2 for the Hexblade's curse.
She does have the curse, yes. So it's another 2 off of that total. Okay, perfect. All right. So down south, in the guise of a rat, scrambles November. November, what do you want to do? You're a rat.
I feel like there's a bit of, and like obviously this isn't. I don't think that this is in like the rules or whatever, but I feel like there's a little bit of the rat consciousness that like wears off when you turn into a rat. And so there's like, it's a very panicky and squeaky run as I move down the hallway.
Okay, so you're just chasing after
to there.
Sosorovo? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bryn, you are unconscious. But you're there's another 7 rounds of turned Odious. So Odious is jammed over in the corner here.
Thank fuck for that.
Panicking. Yep, you've neutralized him completely. The scrambling cultists. Let me make an intelligence check to see if they figure out how to open the secret door.
Oh my god.
I love little more than an inept cultist. Like
it's like some Venture Brothers.
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
Right? Like
and then we'll do a strength check for the ones up top trying to push the thing out of the way. Nothing better than an 8 from both of them. So they're all just like, there's some shouting and like push harder, and one's like, I am pushing, and they're trying to get out, and they just can't manage. This is what happens when you don't have your cult leader telling you what to do.
Sick deal.
Okay. All right. Odious is frozen in place. So the only kind of remaining threat is our boy, the Barb Devil here, who has now just realized that this is no real demon and is instead going to chase after Sosorovo. So movement rate is 30.
Keep running, friend.
Okay.
I'm going.
Let me see. I don't think this, with one move, I don't think this Barb Devil can see you. No, he can't. So I'm going to make a roll. We're going to roll a d6, okay? 1 to 3, he goes the wrong way.
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6, he goes the correct way. Here we go.
All right. Come on,
We got a 1. All right. So he comes around the corner, right? And this is a very Jurassic Park, like being stalked by a velociraptor moment, where the Barb Devil like stalks around the corner, looks one way, looks the other, snarls, and goes the wrong direction.
Yes.
So he starts going that way, which you see, November, with your little ratty eyes. You watch the Barb Devil come around the corner and go the wrong direction.
Yay.
Duke Thalamra Van Thamper.
Disadvantage! The last disadvantage!
Spends her turn attempting to wriggle free of the spell. With disadvantage, she's going to roll 2, same thing, so 2d20. I think there's a couple of ways to do this, and I can never remember the right way, because I never roll anything
I just
manually.
do them separate.
Yeah.
Brackets.
Let's see, 2d20. I think it's maybe KL or Because I want to drop one.
Keep.
Well, K1 keeps the best one.
DH1 or KL1.
Yeah, I'm gonna do KL1. Keep lowest, right? So let's do that plus 3. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, KL1. Okay. Let's see if this works. I got a 9. So she is still held. The hold person spell continues its reign of terror.
Please let this next attack be enough.
So, Sorovo, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
I run here.
Okay.
And I go up to the bars and I.
I'm trying to squeeze through. Okay, let me see if there's a roll or anything that you need to make.
Because how big of a creature are you? Small or?
Yeah.
Tiny baby.
You're not actually
Not
tiny,
tiny.
though. Tiny is like. Let's see.
No, Miffles is tiny. I'm small.
Too narrow for normal sized creatures to see through, and blah blah blah. Creating a gap wide enough for a medium.
I'm
smaller
tiny, I'm a
creature.
rat.
Yeah, you'll be able to get through no problem. We'll make an acrobatics check. Let's have you make an acrobatics check. So
Cool. Yeah, let's try that.
If you get a 1, you get stuck in the bars. Your head's on one side and your body's on the other.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. Yes. So you can move, and then as part of your move, you can interact with the bars. You squeeze through the bars. Your hat is the biggest part of you, so you have to kind of yank it through.
I'm free. I came off the edge of the map.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna run,
Freedom.
like waddle off into the tunnel and try to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Meanwhile,
Okay, here we go again.
Sathra.
Another pack
Get
great
it.
sword. Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no!
For those listening, that was double 1.
Double ones with advantage.
I whiff it.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, you do. Yes.
Good.
A wide swing. I think you hit some particularly meaty part of Duke Thalambra, and do not harm her this
Well, that
turn.
sucks. It's okay.
Rat.
Still have more hold person. She's just not gonna have disadvantage.
Right, Rat November.
I think that Rat November looks down the hallway where Sosorovo disappeared and then remembers that there were other people that might be murdered or might help. So I'm going to actually use my bonus action to drop my rat form.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, because I can run further as November.
Yeah, that totally
then-
makes sense. Okay.
And then instead of going down the hallway through the bars, I'm going to go down the hallway towards our Hellrider friend.
What a
So-
brave and heroic act that is.
Well, there's one person has already escaped, so let's.
The party is safe.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and just go ahead and move then. You have
Okay,
your full
I get to there.
60.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really
Perfect.
sad that I whiffed that.
All right. The cultists. Here we go. Intelligence check and strength check for the cultists. Can they open the secret door? Yes, they can. Nice work, cultists of the secret door. Can they push aside the armoire? No, it does not appear that they can. They got a 3. So, okay, so they finally open the secret door. That happens. Congratulations, cultists. And then I guess I can just leave this because we don't have to worry about the later. And then I think they're going to try to find their way out of the... Oh, great. There's another secret door on the other side. Perfect. So the cultists finally figure out how to open the secret door, right? They're patting around and one of them's like,
my
here it is.
God.
They open it. They come running into the next room and one of them is like, isn't there a door out of here? And the other one's like, yeah, it's on that wall somewhere. And now they have to go find that secret door, I guess. Poor cultists. Okay. So these ones all move into the room and start looking for the other secret door. Perfect. So Odious is still frozen in place. The barbed devil is going to go another 60 feet. There we go. I'm looking for Sosorovo. Duke Thalamra Vanthamper
Here we go.
does not get a turn. The end of her turn, she gets to make a saving throw. Here we go. Wisdom save. No modifiers. She gets a 11. She gets an 11.
Yes.
She is still paralyzed.
Sweet Christmas.
Okay, so Sosorovo, I assume you flee back into the city. Okay.
You have to go tell our story.
All right. Sathra,
I hit her with a sword.
Hit her with your sword.
Please. 16.
That's a hit.
Okay. 15 damage plus another 2d6 plus 2. 6 more
Okay,
damage
she
for
is not
20.
dead. She's
God
close,
damn it!
but she's not dead yet. Still fighting. She's still struggling against the hold person spell. Trying to get at you. November?
I'm going to continue moving.
Okay.
And I get into, with my second movement, with my action movement, I get into the cell and I'm like, Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea is right there. So you come in. What do you say to her? You're like, Rhea, we need you. Get your sword.
Yes. And then I looked to the noblewoman who was also in the cell, and I'm like, if you know how to, she took a longsword, right?
Yes.
I was like, if you know how to use that and you like to get out of here alive, you should come too.
Make a persuasion check. Because she looks at you like, I'd rather not.
I mean, yeah.
I'd sooner not if that's all right with you.
Persuasion.
And then inversely, Philaster is like, let me help. I can help you.
Sure, he can help by dying.
Persuasion. I'll have you know.
I get a
things are helpful.
17.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Satira's like, sure. Yes, I'll help. But she's going to be that person where everyone's lifting the couch and for some reason it feels way heavier on one end than the other. And you're like, Satira. And she's like, I'm helping. I'm totally holding the couch.
One more turn, okay.
Okay. All right. So let me roll then for Rhea. And I'll roll for Satir. And I'll roll for Philaster. Here we go. Okay. So Rhea goes on a 6. And Satir goes last on a 3. And then Philaster will go again after the Duke. Okay. All right. So that's your turn, November. The cultists, I'm going to give them another check to find the back of the secret door. They have advantage on this check because it's not that hard, guys.
Fucking guys.
They do indeed find the secret door and open it this turn. So the rest of them all cluster down here and
That's
shout,
not great.
we got it, the secret door. So these ones are going to go 30. They're going to stop trying to move the furniture and they're all going to pile into this other room here.
Great. So on this side of the dungeon, there's 8
Yeah, enjoy the cultists.
The entire
I hope-
cult. Yeah, the
I
entire
hope shit gets better
the
for
entire
us
cult.
here.
Okay, all right. And then Rhea draws her sword and she has no light source. So she comes out into the room and she
the hallway.
Yeah, she comes out and she sees the hall and she looks at you, and if you're like, it's like go, she'll go.
What do you mean?
Well, because she's just nervous about going ahead, right?
Oh, no, there have been lanterns the whole time.
Yeah. So I think she looks at you like, where am I going? What's happening?
Oh, I guess did she come with us when we went to the cult?
No, you dropped
the cult room before? She did.
Yeah.
I was like, back the way we came. The cult room, the cult robes.
Okay. All right. So she will go that way. 35. All right. Away she goes. Yeah, because Rhea can see. Oh, it's very dark in here for her, but she can kind of see. She's braver than she is smart.
What about the cultists? Are they also of the same amount of vision?
Yep. But it's dim for them too.
Yeah.
Okay. Satir comes out of her cell, but hangs around waiting for everyone else to leave first.
That's fine.
Odious does nothing. The Barbed Devil goes up here, looks down this hall, realizes this is not the way Sosarova went, and then I guess we'll continue this circuit. So, Sathra, you can see the Barbed Devil come around the corner up here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. So the devil is now at the other end. You're stuck between the Duke and the devil with this hallway in the middle, and then Bryn's body lying here under this spigot getting
Stuck
sewer
between
water
the
all
Duke
over
and
her.
The devil, indeed.
But that's all that. End of Duke Thalamra Vanthamper's turn.
Come on.
Survey says, here we go. All right, wisdom save. No advantage or disadvantage. I get a 16.
Damn it!
At the end of the turn, the hold person spell has no effect any longer.
All right, maybe
That
I
was
can
a
kill her.
long time,
Maybe I can
though.
kill her.
Get her. Finish her off.
Philaster moves 30 feet into the hallway and then takes the hide action as a bonus action.
As a bonus action?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, he has this dashing.
Okay. He doesn't do a great job of it, and then he's gonna do another move. He's gonna dash. Okay. All right. Sathra, this is really the one that counts.
Seeing her like bust out.
Yeah.
Sathra's like winding up with this great sword, and she goes, "By the poisoned fang of Dendar, I will strike you down, you foul creature!" Like swinging her sword in. Can I have inspiration for my
I'll give it to you once. You can have the Dendar freak out. This is the one you can have. I also it's really more of like a Sailor Dendar situation here. Like big shadowy snake appears around you and all right,
Sailor
you hit.
8
Dendar.
damage.
Uh-huh. 8
2
damage. Plus
It's
2,
10
10.
10 damage.
Cool. She had 7 hit points. She is dead.
Okay, here's the question. Do the devils go away?
In one fell stroke, you have killed Duke Thalamra Van Thamper and, side bonus, committed treason.
Good. What about the devils, though? What about the...
You just killed the president. Yes, at both ends of the hall, there is a burst of light and the smell of sulfur as Odious vanishes, and then once Odious disappears, so too goeth the barbed devil. Both the devils vanish. As Duke Thalamra, and she does that thing I think where you like hit her with the sword and you yank it out and she grabs you. And you can see the life like fading from her eyes, and she
Assassin's Creed this thing.
she coughs blood in your face, and through like her punctured lung, she says, she mutters something like she's trying to say something insulting, and then just falls dead on the floor.
So while she's like sliding off of my sword,
Yeah.
there's this like fell green energy that like siphons off of her like up the blade into my arm.
Nice,
And
that's
Sathra's
right.
wounds start to close from the regenerative life force of her cursed target dying.
So as this is happening, right, with the camera changes focus, and we're seeing, imagine the camera is shot like this way past the cultists. So we shift from you being in focus to the cultists in focus, and they're all kneeling on the floor praying, and one of them looks up and looks over his shoulder, and he leans over to the cultist next to him. He's like, should we stop praying? And the other one's like, she said to keep praying. And he's like, dude, and he like nudges him and he looks, and he's like, oh, that's not good. We should go. And they all nod at each other and kind of like start like getting up, like hoping you don't notice. Like we're gonna leave. But they don't say anything. They're just very slowly starting to stand up and like look around. Sathra, do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You can move if you want.
The operative thing immediately, as soon as she's dead and I've reveled in her murder.
Yes.
It's time to try and get Bryn back on her feet. So
Okay.
let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get to here. So
Okay.
that'll have to do.
All right. November.
I will attempt to get back into the hallway.
Okay.
So
So you're gonna just move.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I won't get in front of Rhea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I run out of the prison area and run back. Suddenly, the cowardly or self preservation feeling.
Oh,
that
you're
I
gonna
have.
Han Solo this hallway.
Um,
Yeah, run down the hallway as fast as you can until you run into 2d12 stormtroopers.
Good, that's the plan.
Okay,
It
so you're
was
just
more
gonna.
than 2d12.
It depends on which version you're watching.
I guess. I prefer the hangar full of stormtroopers.
Rather than like 3
personally.
stormtroopers. Like, wait a second, it's 3 guys. All right, so you take off down the hall. Rhea is, you can see her like getting into battle mode, right? And she's headed that way. We don't need to worry about turn unholy anymore. All right, the cultists. So they do finally get the secret door open. They come out and they see you, the group of you charging down the hall. And they draw.
See me, but I can't see them.
Yeah, they're pretty far down the hallway, but you'll see him soon.
There's like a darkness right there.
Yeah,
he's not quite out. So that's let's see, 60 feet. They're basically just gonna charge towards you, shouting about interlopers and how this is merely a setback.
Setbacks.
Cool.
Yeah, it's important supervillain shit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so they're shrieking about interloping.
They're human, right? What's their vision
pouring
like?
out. There's lanterns there's these hanging lanterns all over the place because this cultist was
I don't
made.
even notice it because I can see in the dark.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you know they're actually bringing Kelthus back again?
I love Kelthus though.
He is technically dead this time. He is in hell and a vampire.
Look,
but he's going to be back in the game
Look,
again.
his
I
setbacks
love
are
it.
merely setbacks.
Yeah, the setbacks were just setbacks.
It is 2d12.
It is 2d12 stormtroopers. That's right. Okay, so they start like running, this big gang of them all charging down the hall, splashing through the water. And back here, one cultist puts a naked foot into the swampy water and stops and looks at it like,
no!
oh no, I stepped in the sewer. Gross. All right, Rhea sees them coming and, of course, lets out her bravest Wookiee roar and charges towards them. So she gets 60 feet.
Don't get too far ahead.
She's like, like runs forward.
God,
she's probably shouting like for El Terrell or hot pie or whatever.
Hot pie.
Satir casually follows.
Yeah.
Odious is gone. Duke Thalambra is gone. All right, Philaster. Here we go. Okay. Sathra.
So I step forward and I pour a health potion down my dear friend Bryn's throat. So health potion is what, D8 plus 1?
2d4
2d4?
2d4 plus 2. It's the reverse magic missiles. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I got you. 2d4.
Yeah, Rhea is the kind of person that has the like charge the charge of the Rohirrim memorized. Like every time she has to go anywhere, she recites the whole thing and then runs.
Now to run, now to run, I'm the red dog.
It's so good. All right, you are still prone. You're still dressed like a cultist, but you're not unconscious anymore.
Yeah,
congratulations, Bryn Oram. Welcome back to the fight.
You're once again conscious. Can I hear anything happening down the hallway, Adam? Like,
There's
if
lots
I
of boots and
reasonably,
yeah,
like,
yelling.
can I hear these cultists?
So much yelling.
All right, so I'm gonna 5, 10.
So on seeing you leave, I guess the other cultists are like, "Dude, she's going. Let's get out of here."
I'm a little concerned about looting the Lambra.
Yeah,
but I also don't want the party to die.
Totally,
so.
yeah. Deal with the problem in front of you first. Okay, so you move around that corner.
Make it to there. And
Okay.
That's it.
All right, November.
I cast Moonlight in the tunnel.
Where?
I think that I would like to cast it. I would like to cast it in the
You can cast it indoors, right? It's not one of those bullshit druid spells that only works outside.
No, it doesn't say. It says a silvery beam of light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's top down, right? You can't like put it in front of you like a Marvel versus Capcom character.
But it's like,
But it just
What is some vaporize?
So
it's a mile across, just Death Star beam.
I cast
cut to
the
Alderaan
spell.
blowing up.
I cast the spell, and the shimmery, the shimmery moonlight appears in front of Rhea, and I say, "Don't touch it, but they cannot attack you without being hurt by it. Guard the hall." And then I'm also gonna step forward.
Okay. Rhea's pissed about that.
Okay,
Rhea
there's
turns
like
and she
17
shouts
of
at you.
them.
She's like, "You're robbing me of my chance to meet them in battle." And she turns back and kind of like nudges the energy field and like pulls her hands away and she like snarls at you like, "You should have cast it behind me."
They're gonna come for you probably. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Thankfully, Rhea isn't like top heavy and doesn't tumble forward into the beam.
I'm gonna say, I'm robbing you of the chance to die in battle. Be smart, Rhea.
Mm-hmm. She's not very good at that.
Just as a... They can run through it. It doesn't hurt until you end your turn.
When they enter it on their turn for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
when
is
they
one of
enter
those.
the spells area
If they
for the
enter it,
first
it hurts
time.
them.
Yeah.
If they enter it when they enter the spell for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
You're thinking about there is one like that, but you're thinking about a different.
Yeah, there's an AoE that's like after. Yeah, I think we've seen it. We've seen it before.
The
Yeah.
Dolphins. You're thinking of the dolphins.
Yeah,
When
maybe.
They enter it. They don't
So-
get hit. It's when they end their turn.
So you've created you created the moonbeam here. Rhea is pissed. Philaster doesn't seem to have an opinion, but the two of them, like there's this stare of like she's angry you've cut her off. She wants to fight, but you're doing it for her own
I have a
safety.
feeling that they're gonna come running at her anyway.
Where else do they have to go?
How long does moonbeam last?
It is 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. She's Darth Maul, and this is the force field. She's like walking back and forth and like tapping her sword on it, like waiting for it to get out of the way.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just compare Rhea to Darth Maul? Because I will not accept that. Darth Maul is cooler than everything.
Darth Maul got his legs chopped off. He's not
But
that
he's
cool.
Awesome. Double lightsaber, baby.
I'm sorry your edgelord boyfriend isn't as cool as you think he is.
He's cool.
All right, Bryn, it is your turn. You see the body of the Duke Van Thamper lying face down in the muck. Sathra runs around that corner. You're currently prone. You got sewer water all over you.
I think a lot of thoughts go through Britton's head. One of them is ew. Another one is impressive. And then I think it's shouts and screaming, and Sathra has run off, which tells her that the fight isn't over.
I definitely think there's a moment once you're like sputtering to life that I'm like, we're not done, like running past you.
And I only have 9 hit points, so I'm just gonna use another 9 lay on hands so that I have 1 hit point of lay on hands left in case someone goes down for myself, so that I have 18 hit points. And that'll be my action. And then as part of my move, I will stand up with half my movement, and then I will use the other half to 1, I guess, 2, 3.
Blue Jay, does moonbeam emit light?
Let's see. It says dim light fills the cylinder.
Oh, okay. So it just creates light like inside its own space. Okay.
I would like to point out Bryn has pretty much only used lay on hands on herself.
I mean,
it's like, all right, girl, you got
Honestly,
this.
you're the tank. That's
smacking
fine.
yourself in the face is one way to go about fighting.
It's like
That's
a
what
red
she does.
handprint.
Hits herself in the face, golden handprint, runs forward, shield ready,
Yeah.
right behind Sathra.
Okay. All right. So you charge up behind her. The cultists, I think they're not going to go through the moonbeam because they're not idiots. They're going to run up and stop. And then the rest of them see Sathra and Bryn and charge this way instead. So that one runs up. It doesn't get to attack. This one, 45.
Get up here punching bags. I just killed your boss.
Same.
It saves me the work of moving down the hallway.
Yeah, evil's coming to you.
It's okay. I can move the glow.
Yeah, also you can move the moonbeam.
Yeah, you can just laser beam them.
All right, and then John McClane stays where he is. Okay. Rhea is going to ready in action. Satir is going to ready in action. Philaster is going to ready in action. Philaster comes up beside Rhea and gives her a look like, I'm on your side. Like, I'm here. We got it. What weapons does he have? He has a short sword. He's scavenged from somewhere. Cool. All right. Sathra, do you want to start taking swings on these nerds? Oh, I have to move these other cultists. Hold on.
There's the ones that are I was like, there's more.
The 4 that all just agreed together that maybe this religion
gonna
wasn't
ditch
really
out.
working for them. So they are saying bon voyage and taking off. Check, please. Okay. So, Sathra, please go ahead and do your turn.
Guy directly in front of me, like downward, will take a good old packed greatsword to his head. 24.
Yep.
And 10 damage.
Which one is this? The one right in front of you?
Right below, yeah.
All right, so that one comes running up. Scimitar. I have to assume it's a scimitar because they're cultists, and that's apparently a thing. Yep, scimitar in hand, right? Waving it over his head. They all have these gold masks with the elfin like face that you saw in the statue in that other room. Comes running forward. Doesn't even get to swing. You just disembowel him.
I think he just
falls
charges
to
a little too vigorously straight into it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I just stick out the greatsword and he runs into it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So he just runs up to you and dies. November, it is your
That's
turn.
my turn.
I see the majority of the cultists going down the hallway and hear the sounds of fight starting, and I'm like, oh no. And I'm going to direct the moonbeam 60 feet in this direction or down the hallway.
Which way? Towards the cultists?
Yeah.
Dave, this was the thing you were thinking of. They don't get affected when you move the beam.
Yeah.
That's what you were thinking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
it can go to here.
Okay.
And then I will say, fine, Rhea, have your turn. We have to go save the rest, or not save, but like we have to go meet Sathra and Bryn, and then I will move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and that'll be it. I'll be right
All right. Bryn,
how many turns in combat does it take to take a short rest? Can we put a counter on that?
100, I think.
Can we put that
What's an
counter
hour
on
in?
something?
Yeah, sure. It's been since you left? It's been like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Sorovo, there's 100 there. There we go. I'll
That's
start
10 minutes.
Oh, it's 1,000. 10 rounds is a minute.
600.
Yeah.
600 rounds. Okay, so
Good. Excellent.
597 rounds remaining.
597.
Perfect.
All right, that's what I'm doing.
Great.
Taking a short rest.
All right. Bryn, please, your turn.
More or less the same as Sathra.
Kill a nerd.
There's a nerd in front of her, and she's got an axe, so she's gonna use it.
Yeah, do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna roll 17.
That's a hit.
For 11 damage.
Dead.
And then she's gonna step into that space.
Hack.
So
Guy
it's
falls
around.
down. You step up on top of him.
Has some steps on him. There's like a crunching noise.
Awesome.
Hefts up her shield so she can defend Sathra, but also cut down these cultists. That's her turn.
Good. Perfect. All right. So this cultist, I guess here, let me get rid of the
Both
corpse
Rhea
one.
and the other guy, Philaster, have a ready to action, right?
Yes. Yeah. But there's been no
I know. I
resolution
just
for
like
that
the
yet.
cultists are probably gonna come at me.
Okay, so Sathra and Bryn, you both get attacked by a cultist.
I will use my reaction to
Impose
impose disadvantage for Sathra's attack.
All right, so here's one on Sathra with
I have
disadvantage.
less AC, I have less AC with the greatsword, so
Okay, I got a 5,
That's a
and
miss.
then one on Bryn. 4. Good work, cultists.
All
You're
right.
really, really doing it.
yeah, they're not idiots. It's fine.
And then these cultists, run forward, and each of them gets attacked once. So here's our short sword attack. It's a crit for 8. And then Rhea takes a swing with her sword, 2-handed. And gets a 1. Nice work, Rhea. Fantastic. Really good stuff.
No.
And then this one moves, and this one finishes up here and attacks Rhea. And then I think all 3 of them get attacked as well. All right. Okay. All right. Philaster, Rhea, and Rhea. And we do 5 damage to Rhea and 4 to Philaster. Okay. All right. So now it's Rhea's turn. She's going to make a regular attack. Don't get a 1 this time.
Good.
Dingus. She gets a 10, which is a miss.
Damn it.
Satyr is good. Philaster. Now Philaster gets to make 2 attacks because it's his turn.
Wait,
1. It's a
that
miss.
was a weenie. Now he's
Second one.
This guy was so...
Also a miss.
I mean, he's still kind of a weenie, I guess.
All
I mean,
right.
it's
So Sorovo, only 596 turns remain before your short rest is finished. Sathra.
I attack another nerd, but I'm going to use Green Flame Blade this time.
Nice.
Now, I don't have it set up for Pact Greatsword, so I'm just going to roll Pact Greatsword, and then there's some extra splash damage, is basically how it works.
Okay.
So 26, is that a hit?
Yeah.
I assume yes.
Definitely.
11 damage to the guy in front of me,
Dead.
and then 4 damage to the guy to his left.
All right. Left guy takes 4 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and there's this splash of like green flames.
Cool. All right. November.
Okay. So, I don't remember how long the hallway was.
Yeah.
But I feel like it took like more than one double movement. I am going to just like squint my eyes a little bit and cross my fingers, and I'm just gonna move the moonbeam as much as I can, so 60 feet down the hallway.
Okay.
I don't have to be able to see it.
Cool.
The moonbeam misses the cultists completely, but ends up on Sathra and
Directly on top of both of us.
Okay, well,
Good.
just move back or something.
We're gonna get hit. Start of our turn.
I don't like.
Yeah, not being
I
able to
don't-
see, that's what you have to do. That's why
It's
I would
cool.
have asked,
Like
right?
it's what you did.
Yeah,
so.
you have to guess. Well, and that's the thing. If you want to move the beam, they can't tell you how far to move it. This is exactly what I would have asked for. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Bryn,
Moonbeam damage.
what's the save? Con?
Yeah, it starts its turn there. I'm sorry, Constitution.
Okay, con save. Well, let's you know what? I'm just gonna use one of my auto. Wait, is it half damage or no damage on a success?
It's half.
Half. So it may not be worth.
Roll it.
Yeah, it's
no.
probably not worth
I'd be like, if it's no damage, then I would use an auto.
I don't think you'll take 18 damage, but I don't know.
We'll find out.
Okay,
How
so
much
you fail
damage-
the save.
It's 2d10 radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Could take 18 damage.
Oh wait,
You're resistant to radiant,
I
right?
am resistant
Yeah.
to radiant damage, so I
Okay.
will take half damage.
Okay.
So roll it.
Yeah, somebody rolled the 2.
You gotta roll my damage.
14.
Okay, you take 7.
So you take 7.
Okay. All right. Now it is your turn.
Ow.
Yeah.
The real question is, do you step forward or back?
Yeah, right.
Well, I think you'll be able to step.
Grab the cultist in
front.
front of you and suplex
know
him
what?
into the square behind you.
Remember that I am
Yeah.
magic resistant, so I'll get
Oh,
a
you
doubler on the
Okay, I was gonna be like, because otherwise Bryn would like, I could use my action to just shove you forward. but
Get out of the beam.
just get out of the beam. But I think if I can kill the guy or I can step in place, then I can move. So I'm gonna stab as my action, because action it's important. It's important to get that stabbing in. 13.
Yes, 13's a hit.
Cultist?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 damage.
It's okay.
That's terrible.
It's okay, I green
he
flame
softened
bladed
up.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Just
wouldn't
for
you wouldn't
you.
have killed him,
And
but
then I
the
will
flame blade
step
softened him up.
Out of the beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just stepping on more corpses.
I just keep walking on the corpses, and she's like, November, a little less that way. Just leave it where it is for
I was gonna say, what do you say? Like move it back 10 feet because you're just gonna get blasted with it again. Okay.
Thank you for the help.
Okay. So you're good.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
your turn.
All right. So the cultoids. Let me start with the escape squad over here.
The escape squad.
Get the fuck out of here. All right. There we go. And then the second team of cultists. One attack on Philaster, which is a miss. 2 on Rhea, miss. And a hit for... Oh, no, she has her armor, so no, it's a miss. And then 2 on Bryn. So here we go. First attack, I get a 16.
That's
Not
enough.
enough.
And then the second attack, I got a 14. So you are good.
Sweet.
All right. Rhea takes a swing at the cultist in front of her.
She can do it. She can finally hit a cultist. A
She
regular
crits.
cultist. Oh my god, yeah.
She deals 16 damage,
Okay.
which just slices the cultist's head clean off its shoulders. Body tumbles into the sludge.
Sick.
Well, she's not completely useless.
So that's Rhea. Then Satyr does nothing, of course. Philaster gets 2 attacks. Here's the first one.
fucking Satyr.
Hit for 3, kills this guy. And then he turns to you, November, and he says, I'll scout ahead and see how the others are doing. And then nimbly scampers away this way.
I'm like a little wide-eyed and kind of still concentrating on my spell. And I'm just like, I did not. Okay.
Yeah, like he grabs the cultist, stabs him in the neck, turns to you, is like, I'll check on the others, yanks his sword out, shoves the cultist on the ground.
Shit, what a badass.
Yeah,
like
I'm just kind of like dumbly nodding.
Yeah.
Blaster's actually like fucking Solid Snake or something.
All right, 595 turns to go, Dave. Sathra,
right.
It is.
I get to flex my magic resistance.
So,
here.
Sathra, you feel
advantage.
the horrific burn of radiant damage.
Yeah, it sucks, but I have advantage, so it's okay. 18 to
make
save.
the save.
So I think I save. So I take 7.
Okay.
And then I step forward to murder. Hardly even noticing the burning radiant moonlight, and I cut down another cultist. Let's see. I hope.
Press M for murder.
So 19 to hit, 14 damage to the cultist directly in front of me, then
Dead,
Green Flame
super
Blade, 4
dead.
damage to the left.
Murdered for sure. Okay, and then another 4 to the left.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. It's weird because Sathra and Bryn really are so opposite in so many ways, but very complementary battle-wise. And that's what you want to build a good relationship on.
The power of evil and the power of paladin.
You know, because if you're going to be around someone a lot, you have to make sure that you can stand next to them in a 5 foot by 5 foot square and fight cultists together. That's what a real relationship is based on. November.
So last turn I heard Bryn yell out about the moonlight and also heard
Keep it where it is.
Screaming. So I'll leave it, assuming that like maybe I was the one killing cultists. I don't know.
It's doing its job.
Right. November comes around the corner like, well,
good job, me. And then so I won't move it, so I don't have to use an action for that. Instead, I'm gonna step up next to Rhea and I will use which one is the one that gives them disadvantage?
Frostbite?
Yeah, it's Frostbite. Okay. So I will use Frostbite to ice over the cultist that she's going to.
And is that a saving throw?
It's a Constitution save, yes.
All right, this cultist fails that Constitution save and takes 4 damage.
4 cold damage and is then at disadvantage for their next weapon attack.
Fantastic.
Then I'll probably continue down the hallway.
Okay.
Towards.
All right, Bryn. There is one slightly burnt cultist.
She's ready. She's got an axe.
Do it.
Can hopefully put it in their face.
You hit.
4.
Dead.
6 damage.
Killed. Dead. Slain. Murdered. Blah.
Who's next?
Do you want to move?
She will probably move down the hallway. I can like vaguely see someone or something at the end of the hallway, so I think she moves towards that intersection.
Okay.
But probably looks to Sathra being like, is that where the rest of our group went?
Back that way. Like pointing down the hall.
So then
I'm looking over my shoulder. There's a giant energy beam in the way. I'm looking over my shoulder like I need to get to Thalamber's corpse. Where
Sathra, Bryn, and the Moonbeam spell walk into a restaurant. Reservation for 3. Can you seat the Moonbeam? All right, so you head down. This is the point where you see this cultist here, and he's pulled his robes off. So he's just wearing like an undershirt and some trousers. He has no mask, and he's pulled his robes off and thrown them on the ground. And at this point, you look, and he has in his hands like a late 1980s European submachine gun. He shoots you with it. No, he's balled up his robes and like thrown them in the muck. And when he sees you coming up, he puts his hands up and he's like, "Oh, thank the gods you're here."
Hello, friend.
Good try, buddy.
Yeah, so as you're running, like, thank the gods you're here. They went around the corner. Those nasty cultists. And he points.
His pile of robes on the ground, and then like towards her mask, and she's like, so you are one of the prisoners I need to put in jail.
He says, no, I'm a prisoner of the Van Thampers. They kidnapped me. I'm a very influential member of the nobility.
Named
Clive Richardson.
She rolls her eyes and has no more action she can take this turn. So she just stands there and like with sword and axe just like gives him this look of like Billy.
Perfect. All right. I think he has no way to like supernaturally like convince you.
He
So
should have said Flynn Blackmore.
I think he's gonna just run for it. So when it's clear you're not buying his Clive Richardson act, he's like, well, good luck with the cultists, and he runs off. All right, Rhea still has a cultist to deal with, so she hefts her mighty longsword, and in a downward stroke, carves a deep groove into the empty air, accomplishing nothing.
Wait, did that cultist have the disadvantaged attack towards Rhea?
Yeah, no, he didn't attack her. I totally forgot, but that's okay.
Oh.
He's dead anyway. Philaster. Philaster is going to. He drops his. You hear the sound of his short sword dropping to the ground, right? You're banging off the floor.
Where did you get that?
Yeah,
by the
right.
way?
He runs up 30 feet, and as he does, he reaches into his cloak.
Does he
whatever.
have thieves' tools?
He pulls out a throwing knife and he hucks it at the cultist that's running away.
Oh, well, that's also. How did he have a knife in there?
So let me see what his to hit with
Just
dex
word
is.
things.
His range attack is +4. I think it's to throw one of them. Hits the guy, deals him 4
9 damage.
2, deals him 3. Okay. All right. And then Sathra.
Well, I must move forward because the might of the moon will smite me. should I not
Yeah, the
do
moon
so.
is ready
So
to smite.
I shall move to here and
Mhm.
then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so as you come into the hall, you see Philaster flinging a knife after this cultist.
Sick. All right.
Yeah.
I stop here and admire his work.
Okay, November.
I move up to Sathra, see that my moonbeam is doing absolutely nothing, and drop the spell.
Okay. It's all right. And then what do you want to do with the rest of your turn? Because you move 1, you still have an action.
I can drop the spell. Without
Yeah,
an
it's
action.
just, you just stop concentrating.
I will I guess Ray of Frost that fella. How far is that? How far
60
is that?
feet.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Ray of Frost is 60 feet. Get
Okay.
cold.
Philaster hears you
I
coming up.
roll a
Philaster
5.
hears you coming up behind him, and so he throws the knife and uses that momentum to like pull him down to one knee so you can Ray of Frost over his head, so he's not in your way. You fire past him. It misses, but carves a beam of cold basically like across the side of the
Use it to ice
tunnel.
skate.
Now you have to yell at somebody for taking your super suit. Bryn,
Where is my super suit?
Bryn, it is your turn.
I can't. Bryn can't see anything here. So first step is just to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then there's that guy running away, and I have like no ranged attacks. So
You just come around the corner, you see a guy scampering away.
you know what? It's an entire lie. 5. Let's step forward 1. I have a javelin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, give him the javelin.
So she like drops down her axe for a second, pulls out a javelin because she had those.
Yeah.
Tucked under her cultist robes, and then hucks a
Perfect.
javelin at him.
Okay.
I think this is just the same. The range. What is the range on a javelin?
30,
She
60?
misses.
No.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. All right. There is the loud and embarrassing metallic clang as the javelin bounces off the wall.
Well, I tried.
The cultist will continue to Dr. Zoidberg out of here. So he runs down the hall. Okay. These 4 are gone now. Hang on a second, though. Let me see what's going on upstairs. Mummy, where's my sandwich? So the cultists run upstairs and
anchovy paste.
they don't, let's see, they come up into the kitchen. They see slobber chops. Okay. Now the question will be whether they stop to tell the guards or if they just run off.
If they're scared enough of us that they booked it.
No, they're not running in panic. They just decided to fuck off. But we'll see if they're like, there's intruders downstairs. We're going to go get help. Bye. Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's the cultists. They just get to the top of the stairs now. Rhea gets to attack the one she's fighting. She gets a 1. Good job, Rhea. Flaster.
Okay.
There's still one fighting. Flaster turns to, all of you, and he says, this way, we'll cut him off. And he runs up here. And he's fucking spry, this dude. He's gone. He's just like up and at him, disappears.
Jesus.
Just bolts up that hallway.
Damn, does he have a dash action or
Yeah,
something?
he can dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, because he's a rogue,
How?
probably.
So Sorovo, 593 rounds remaining.
Nearly there.
Sathra, it's your turn.
Well, he's like, let's cut him off. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
That's where I can get to.
Sounds good. All right. November?
I still hear battling down the hallway with Rhea,
Mhm.
so I will backtrack a little bit because there's 2 guys on that cultist at least. So 5. I can get to here, but I can't see, so I will continue until I can. And then
I'm not sure. There's no actual darkness there. If you reload, you might.
No,
be able to
I couldn't
it.
see because of the hallway,
Yeah.
the wall. And so I will take a double move action and stand ready to, if Rhea can't handle this guy in the next turn, then I'll try and help.
Okay. All right, Bryn.
They went that way. She doesn't like it when
Turn
people
around.
split up like this. So she's not really sure what to do, but she thinks Rhea maybe has her shit, sort of. So she goes after where Sathra went. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the correct direction, right? I didn't just imagine
Yeah.
that.
You're good. You went the right way.
There's Sathra right there. For some reason, I didn't notice her.
Okay, so cultists. One of them attacks Rhea with a scimitar. Yeah. Gets 20 and deals her 5 slashing damage. She yelps in pain. This cultist with no shoes runs around the corner and now is trying to get past this blockade of random furniture. So we see him come around the corner. He sees the furniture. He's like, shit. And he runs over to it and tries to he's trying to clamber over the top of it. Rhea is going to attack this cultist. Come on, Rhea.
Maybe.
Come on, Rhea. She gets a crit.
Nice.
Good all or nothing Mantlemorn
Yeah,
here.
she's like either a crit or a crit fail.
She does 20 damage and just it's like miss, Gibbs.
The guy just
blows up.
leans in a little bit in the wrong direction, gets caught in the mist blender.
Yeah, just like Quake 3'd so hard. Just chunks fly everywhere. But yeah, so she cuts that guy down. And she turns to you, November, and is like, come on, there's got to be more, and then runs off this way. Cool. All right. Satyr, obviously just chilling out. Falaster is going to, can you get to this guy? Yeah, so Falaster runs over
He's
and
the eagerest beaver, so I'm sure he's going to stab this.
2 quick stabs. Let's see. First one is, that's it, kills the guy. Guy's climbing up over the thing and runs into Falaster's sword. And tumbles backwards into the muck.
Damn, Falaster, I thought you were like an academic or whatever. Fuck.
I mean, he was kind of awkward and was like, I don't know why they kidnapped me or something like that.
Cool.
No,
all
that
right.
was the other lady. This guy was like, I was
They're all dead
researching.
now. They're all dead. You don't none of you really know about. I mean, the fight's over, right? You don't know about the one that ran off. The ones that ran off really, and you can figure that out. But they're all
Adam,
gone.
I would like to loot the Duchess or whatever, the Duke to Lambra.
Yeah.
That is my plan.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Falaster snaps the blood off of his sword and tucks it back into his belt. Rhea comes around the corner, sees all the bodies, and is like, ha! Oh. And she sees you, Bryn, and she's like, well, you've got this handled. Like, puts her sword away. And yeah,
a little bit behind her, I come up and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I was so afraid when all of them ran after you, but it appears that they were handled. Are you all right? To Bryn. Is Rhea looking like very hurt or?
I think Bryn does the I've been worse, I've been better. I think they knocked me out. Sathra popped me back up. She handily took care of Duke Thalambra, and presumably that's why the rest of the devils disappeared.
I was so frightened. I've never seen anything like those.
Yes, they're sort of terrifying, aren't they?
Because Bryn, she was obviously on the ground and pretty hurt. Does Rhea look as hurt or nearly as hurt? I can't see her.
Rhea is one of those people who, if you try to fuss over her, she's just pulls her cloak over her wounded arm, I'm fine, and pulls away from you.
I mean, then I'll go up to Bryn and use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Thank you, November. I appreciate it.
For
I know you were scared, but you didn't go away. Where's Sosorovo?
Sosorovo, I assume that you didn't run all the way back up to Baldur's Gate. I assume you were close enough that maybe you could hear the sounds of fighting.
Yeah. There's 4 giant rats that I've just cantripped, and I've just built a little left nest, and I'm lying on it, reading my spell book. I'm put it down, look over it, and just yeah, still fighting.
If this were an 80s cartoon, there would be a point where you're lying there, you're opening the map, we can hear your friends shouting in the background, you open your spell book, and then for some reason there's a centerfold in your spell book that you have to pull out, and we see your eyes go.
Yep.
I always thought that joke was so funny because they would do it in kids cartoons, and you wouldn't a kid wouldn't know what was going on and be like, why does that magazine have the part in the middle they have to fold out?
I mean, there's magazines that if you opened a magazine that had an advertisement for I don't know, the Hunger Games, it would sometimes have a fold out.
The double fold. Yeah. Okay. So Sosorovo, I think you can notice that things have changed sound wise. Yes, I love the idea that the kinds of erotica that Sosorovo would look at would be just a big hat with some sexy legs sticking out of the bottom.
That would be so good.
They're kind of gray and they got red pumps on. So while you've realized, you're oh, maybe I can go back and check it out. So while all that's happening, Sathra, you crouch down over the body of Thalambra Vanthamper, as hideous in death as she was in life. Her face,
She's
a rubbery mask of rage and pain. But under all of it, a sort of elder stateswoman kind of vibe. This is a feared woman. She has a small empire, and now you have killed her.
Imagine Robin Wright.
Now I have committed treason.
Yes, you've committed treason.
Self
Yeah.
Smiles.
Yeah. So let's see. Duke Thalambra Vanthamper. She is wearing fine clothing fit for a noble, though it is now ruined. Carrying no weapons. I think the only thing you can find if you pat her down, the only thing you can find is in one pocket of her dress is a pair of keys. Not on the same ring, just two metal keys. One is small, the other much larger.
Does it look like it could fit that one door that had the heart on it?
Okay.
Probably. And then next to you is the empty chapel to whatever dark patron.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the
matron.
She came in through a secret. She came in through a secret door.
Yeah, which was back here. It's sitting open still.
That was my plan. So pair of keys.
Okay.
From Thalambra. Let me just write that down.
Yeah.
So that I don't forget.
Thalambra's
keys. And then I guess we'll head to the secret door. That's where I want to go. People can come with me if they would like to.
Mbara Garwin has pointed out that Dungeons and Dragons exists in a totally unrealistic fantasy universe where dresses have pockets.
Where her dress has pockets.
Yeah. So you come in. Let me give you I'll give you another description of the chapel.
Yeah.
Again, chapel, quote unquote. So two rows of tall wrought iron candlesticks light this vaulted chamber, each one bearing 9 flickering candles. A 7-foot tall statue of an angel with white glowing eyes and a long sword stands atop a dais to the south. A 6-foot tall fiend bristling with spikes, yada yada yada. You killed him already. 9 tapestries depicting the layers of the 9 hells adorn the walls. So there is this angel statue back here, and then
I would
Okay.
assume that we've gotten to be like, so we're all together. So I'll just.
Yeah. You wanna
yeah,
come
that's fine. Let's
deal,
all have a
get
meeting
everybody
in that
to
room. So
chapel.
Strovo, you can come back if you'd like. Let me put you in there.
Yeah.
So Strovo comes in through the door.
I feel like Briz can come back. Good work getting away safely.
One of those devils chased me, and I got it far away enough it wouldn't bother you, and I killed it. Took all my magic. I'm basically out of spells now. I need a long rest. Ugh.
Okay. I checked the secret
I
door.
love
out.
it. I'm convinced. That was a very convincing performance. Okay, yeah, the secret
Good.
door. So you can just push it open. Go inside. So you know how sometimes really rich people will have a yacht and then the yacht will have a smaller boat on it? There's a
Yeah.
smaller cultist temple inside the bigger one.
Also, it's just a secret room cultist temple.
Yeah, secret room
Is
cultist
there
temple.
another exit for this room? I'm gonna
So,
search. This
yeah,
room.
hang on one second. Let me describe this room for you. So this area is a secret shrine lit by a pair of tall wrought iron candlesticks in the northeast and southeast corners. 9 candles burn atop each one, casting flickering light across a claw-footed altar carved from a single block of obsidian, which has a small angel-shaped flame erupting from its top. Normally there might be a gray-haired woman kneeling before the altar here, but she did.
Yep.
There you
Very
go.
dead. Anything valuable or plot related hanging around?
I mean, you see what you see.
Okay.
A candle that makes an angel-shaped flame. That's at least got novelty value.
Yes, yeah. So just the candle is in the shape of an angel. Like you can distinctly see 2 wings. It's not a very high resolution, like it's not a hologram, it's not Tupac or whatever, but you can see wings and arms and a head.
That's pretty weird.
Can I examine the giant statue of the angel? Because you said it looked kind of like familiar last time, or not familiar, but like I remember that we took the proper name in the hymn was the only thing that I didn't get from it, and I just
Zariel.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of like take a look at it, so maybe the statue can.
The face of the statue is the same face as the masks that these cultists wear.
Oh.
And it looks like at least part of the statue is hollow. There is light coming from the eyes, and the eyes are like it's coming up from inside.
I like go around to like look at the back of the statue to see if there's like a hole with.
There is not. No.
Is it on a stand of some kind?
It's standing on a dais, which is like a stone platform.
Can I like knock on the dais to see if I want to examine the dais and the statue to see how it's glowing.
There's an Amadeus joke in here somewhere about knocking, but I don't know. I can't find it. The dais itself just seems like solid stone. You like rap on it and it doesn't echo strangely or anything.
What about the statue itself? Is it like
the
feel
body is like all solid, but as you like tap your way up, it seems like it's hollow from the sternum up. Like its head and part of its chest is hollow.
Can I like examine it to try and figure that out? Like make an investigation check or something?
Well, you tell me what you're doing.
I focus on the part of the statue that seems hollow, and I'm just like pulling and prodding at any kind of like wrinkle in the fabric, or like wiggle its nose or pull on its ears.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any part of it that moves. The light is emitting from the inside of its head.
I stand up on the dais looking like an idiot, and I look the statue in the eyes.
Standing on the dais.
Yes, there you go. You found it.
So you get up on your tiptoes and you look, and it's too bright. Like it's like looking into a flashlight.
What do you do?
Huh?
Yeah, it comes into the light.
Yeah, there's something in there, but I can't figure out how it got in there or what it's. I mean, it's just
Oh,
I
there's
don't know
one
that-
way to find out.
what.
Push it over.
Yeah.
Break it.
It doesn't appear to
Smash
be.
the thing.
It is sitting on the dais. It's not. It's not. It's not like crafted into the dais.
Oh.
Push him over.
You, like tilt it over.
I look
Yeah.
over at Sosorovo saying like push it over. And there's the slight grin of like a 5-year-old
Yeah.
and give him permission to break something. And then I'm just like, okay. And I push it off the day.
Okay. Which way are you gonna push it? Like
So I had
sideways,
to-
or
I
do
had
you
to
get behind
climb
it and try to
onto-
shove it face first?
I had to climb onto the dais to look it in the eyes. I
Mhm.
feel like what I'm gonna do is try and like push it forward just because it'll be cooler if it like falls forward. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
want it to fall towards the secret door because it might mess with the doorway.
Okay.
So just I'm trying to push it forward.
I'm going to slowly sneak so that I'm behind the doorway just in case it explodes. But,
Mhm.
you know, yeah.
Oh.
Get someone else to push over magic objects for me.
Okay. All right. So it's quite heavy, so you have to move it back and forth a little bit to get some momentum. But once you're done rocking it on the dais, you push it over and it shatters. The shoulder, from the shoulder to the head, it falls, lands sideways, and crashes open. The rest of the statue is untouched, but now it has no head. It breaks open. There's a metallic clang as something falls out of the rubble.
I scramble after it.
Okay, so you like kick some of the rocks away. There's a mace lying there. It's about, I mean, it's mace. You know what a mace looks like? It's a metal tube with a big bludgeoning part on the end.
Oh no, it's not.
It's like
It
a
was
flange. There's like it's a flanged mace, and it is glowing faintly. It seems to be made. It's not very ornamental. There's no like fancy etching on it or anything, but it's made out of like fine material.
I like pick
and
it
it's
up
glowing
and
faintly.
do some like I'm not a strength weapon user, so I do some like
Is this a mace of disruption?
No, it is not a maze of disruption. It's
It's a
shaped,
chalice.
it's shaped like a chalice, like a sick chalice.
Oh my god, the
yeah.
Psyomorph mace returns.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's like clearly magical, and it is perfectly balanced and not really an appropriate weapon for anyone in the party. But hey, you know what? It's a mace.
That's not true. Paladin can use a mace.
I mean, yes, can. True.
One-handed, melee. What do you need?
Gimme.
what?
That's a
Let me
nice
see it.
mace.
I'm the wizard. I get to hold the magic objects. Come on.
Yeah, you want to take a look at it?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, don't drop it. I mean, I just did. You could drop it if you wanted.
And pick
Mhm.
it back up again.
Yeah.
Doesn't break. It's not made of glass.
Yeah, it's clearly a magical mace of some kind, Sosrovo.
I look around at everybody else in the room, including like the rich old lady and Rhea and the rogue. I'm like, so does anyone have a 100-gem diamond thing? Oh, pearl. I mean, look at them.
Everybody kind of looks at each other like, what?
No.
Has anyone found a pearl? Come on.
It's not a head
They're
shaking.
all over the place.
I found the mace.
Yeah, you found the mace, so you don't have to give the pearl.
Yeah, no, nobody
I don't.
Nobody
have
has
any
the material
pearls.
component you require.
Oh, well, then we're gonna have to wait, aren't we?
Yes. I searched this room for other exits.
I love it. Yeah, like what? Wait, come on, you're not carrying around it? Okay, fine.
You're not carrying around something worth 100 gold just so I can skip the time it would take for me
It's
to identify
perfect.
this object?
It's a
And
very
you-
Sosorova thing
Do
to
you
ask.
want to hold on to that, Sosorova, or should I, the person who can, hit people with a mace, hold on to it?
I mean, if you just want to go ahead and accidentally get cursed by a magic item, then you do whatever you want. I don't care.
So, Sathor, if
We're
you're
like,
looking for
thanks.
secret
Feel
doors,
free to hold on to it.
Sathor, if you're looking for secret doors, it's a perception check.
Oh, is it? Oh, I did
Yeah.
investigation. I'm
But
sorry.
take advantage on your perception.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
Yes, yeah, you were right. There is a secret door. There's another one. It's much easier to see on this side. It's right there.
Sick.
And so opening it
Found
gives you
another door.
access to that
just
hallway.
into the hallway. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who wants to see what's behind the incredibly large door that I have the key?
Oh, me. I do.
Point of order. We should probably. I mean, the thing that we're looking for either is or is very much related to a shambling creature of great terror causing.
I thought we were
figure
looking
that
for
was
Thavius
the
Creek.
devil.
No. That he wasn't shambling. He was running. He ran after me. I was going like, I was running as fast as I could, and he still chased me all the way through into the sewer. No.
Right. Yeah.
So we should take a little rest, just so when we go in there and we got to fight Thavius zombie creed.
Sure. Here is what we do.
Let's not on the fighting. I promised we wouldn't harm him.
You promised you wouldn't hurt him.
So here is what we do. Come into this room. We will close the secret doors on either side, take a short break, and then go back to what we were doing.
Hope no one gets suspicious that things are happening down here.
Well, and
I
the corpse
don't-
of the Lammervan Themper is right out there in the open, so.
I don't think it's wise to rest here. There were at least 9 guards upstairs, perhaps more.
Yeah,
Other Van Thampers.
Rhea like impatiently like slaps her fist into her hand and says, "Enough waiting. If you know where Thavius Krieg is, we have to go and rescue him."
All right, fine, Rhea. We'll open the door, but if we all die, I'm cursing you for eternity. And then
you stand.
She
in the
shakes her
front.
head and she says, Sathra, if you and I die, we'll never see each other again because where you're going, I'm not.
Don't think I can't drag your spirit with me? You have no idea.
She just growls at you like, let's get the fuck out of this dungeon.
Go back
We're
to
all
the
getting
door.
very testy.
Break it up.
Go back to the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so everybody gathers over here by the door. And who's going to do the honors?
Adam, I cast False Life.
Yeah,
Just,
good call.
you know.
All right.
Can we at least try to subdue and not kill whatever or whomever?
Assuming that is an option, if the Krieg is in there, which we are assuming, and he is in any useful situation for us, it is a far more to our advantage that he remains alive.
At the very least, he probably knows what happened to Elturel.
I step forward and I put the key in the door.
All right. So you step forward, key in hand, as you lead it towards the lock. It goes into the lock, and just as you turn it, we go to break. We're
I
gonna
think
take a
what you
short
mean
break
is
here.
just as I turn it, I look through the opening of the door, and in this room there are 8 barbed devils.
Don't give away the secret. We gotta do the break.
Around a table. It's like that picture of a dog.
But with devils, yeah. Excellent. All right, stick around, everybody. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back with part 2 of today's episode of Roll20 Presents Descent into Avernus. I like to call today's episode Up Shit Krieg Without a Paddle.
Oh my god.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Baldur's Gate is thrown into turmoil as the time has come for a hellish debt to be paid. The fate of an entire city hangs in the balance. Can you resist temptation and save them all, or will the seductions within Avernus prove irresistible? The Roll20 conversion of Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, is filled with over 200 new monsters, vehicles, and magic items, and comes with 28 maps complete with GM layer information and dynamic lighting for Pro or Plus users. The expansion compendium and Descent into Avernus adventure module for levels 1 to 13 is waiting for you in the Roll20 marketplace. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's time to open the vault. The vault awaits. There's this big old door with the scary words about stone hearts never bleed or whatever. And yeah.
I don't know. She bled pretty okay.
She bled pretty good, yeah. So we're going to find out what's on the other side. So you, Sathra, you unlock the door, you turn the key, and push the, pull the vault door open. And so on the other side, you see not what you would imagine the interior of a vault might look like, but something a little more sort of studious. Let me describe the room for you and its inhabitant. So this room contains 4 wooden tables with 2 small wooden coffers atop each one. And hanging on the wall opposite the door is a beautiful golden shield. Standing in front of the shield is an old man in plain-looking garments holding a lit candlestick. As he turns to face the door, you notice that his shadow doesn't match his body.
Cool.
But instead appears to be a pudgy, horned thing with small wings.
Oh, good.
So when you look, he turns his candlestick. And he squints at you and he says, "Oh, hello there."
Devil, demon. Look at his thingamabob.
And he looks past the two of you and he says, "You don't work for the Van Thampers, do you?"
No. And the Van Thampers aren't much working for anything anymore.
Ah, yes. That's a shame.
Not really.
Do you work for them?
Rhea, is this Thavius Krieg?
She is trying so hard not to just like shove Bryn and Sathra aside and like
whatever. If she wants to fucking run into the room, she can be the one to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, so yeah, you like if you give her space, she just breaks through and like comes forward. Okay, yeah. So she comes into the room and she's drawing her sword, and Thavius kind of looks at her like but she kneels and like holds it up to him, and she says My Lord Thavius Krieg, I have come far from Elturel to rescue you. We've dispatched the Van Thampers who were holding you prisoner, and now you're free to go. These are my friends. We've come to rescue you. I mentioned that part. I'm at your service, my lord. And Krieg, there's a moment of pause where Krieg just looks at her and,
"If you want to stab her with that, we won't stop you. It would be deliciously ironic."
So Sorova.
And he puts his hand, he's like, now, girl, put that sword away. It's of no use to me. I'd rather have it in your hands. But I appreciate the gesture. And she stands up and he looks at her scabbard and he says, "Ah, a Hell Rider. Well, I couldn't have asked for a better rescue. Thank you, my girl." And he puts his hand on her shoulder.
Before he does that, because I feel like while it is obvious to Lord as a player, perhaps it is less obvious to Bryn. Like as Ray is going forward, I want to do Divine Sense to register the presence of good and evil.
Okay, yeah, tell me about how that works.
Chat will tell you, the Roll20 chat. So the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. As an action, I open my awareness to detect good or evil. I guess I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I would have done it, but the door counts as total cover.
Yeah.
And I know what type, so celestial fiend or undead.
Okay.
But not its identity.
You are not in the presence of strong evil or powerful good. There are no celestials, fiends, or undead within the reaches of your divine senses.
Yeah, I think in which case then Bryn like lets it go. Like she'll because if he's not like, if she can't immediately detect that he is like a fiend or an undead, then it could be Krieg, and then they need to deal with him as a person.
Yeah.
So she lets him do whatever he's gonna do.
So yeah, he basically like stands so he can look at you and talk to you, and Rhea turns, and there's this moment where you're like, oh, like Rhea is like his bodyguard now. Like she meant what she said. Like, we're here to save you. I'm gonna get you out of here. And he's standing behind her in the same way that you've seen many VIPs with paid guards stand, right? He's like, good, now she's between us in case there's trouble. And he looks at the group of you and he says, well, I appreciate that you've done what you've done. Freed me from this place. The Van Thampers have been troubling me ever since I arrived in Baldur's Gate.
Okay, yes, but we can hear all of this after you explain why you have a devil shadow.
And he turns.
Why is no one? Why is no one?
I'm just waiting for him to do something that'll let me cut him down.
He turns and looks at the shadow, and he turns to you, and he says, "You and I know as much about this as one another, my gnomish friend. It's been plaguing me for some time. Perhaps a sign from the gods. I cannot say.
That
Ominous though it is.
Betrayed El Terrell and worked with devil worshippers.
Rhea, like you see her visibly, like her fists curl up, and she looks at you like, "Don't you dare talk to him like that."
What?
And Thavius puts a hand up, and he says, "I'm sure there have been all kinds of nasty rumors about what did or didn't happen in El Terrell.
You're supposed to be dead."
And he nods and says, "And I would be, if not for the good graces of the gods. I was visiting a parish outside the city walls when the terrible fate that befell it. I wish that I could have stayed, but..."
What makes you believe that he was working with devil worshippers? He was locked in here.
And he nods and says, the tiefling is right. And it sort of occurs to him, and he says to you as a group, he says, "You have me at an impasse. You know who I am, but I don't know who you are."
My name is November Solace, one with the ephemeral everything.
Well, that's a mouthful.
My
Usually
name
go by November.
is Kelvin Blackstar, and I know you're lying. You
And
can't trick me.
And he says to you, he's like, "Oh, my Lord Blackstaff, I had thought you dead these many years. It is good to see you.
Yeah,
Though
we thought you were dead as well.
You seem to have come back somewhat diminished."
Yeah, it's the spell, like you're using, non-detection, so we can't tell you're a devil.
And
Bryn size.
he says,
I'm just like waiting for this argument. to turn into
These
something
are
else.
tense times. We must find our allies where we can." And he looks at you, Sathro, when he says that. "But I assure you, my heart is as pure as it ever was, and full only of love for the gods of good and light."
Like who? Off the top of your head, name 5.
Sosurova.
If you're really a fan of the gods of good and light, name 5 of them. Name 5.
Bryn
You love
like
video
turns
games.
around
Tell
and
me the name of all of them.
makes a really pointed look at Sosurova, and we see like her like halo like flare for just a second, and she's like, "Sosurova, I appreciate your concern, but I don't think this is an effective method of questioning. And I know a lot about ineffective methods of questioning." She points at the flaming field.
Yeah. Like,
All right.
I walk forward.
I
and
work for the bad cops.
I walk forward and I like squat on the ground by his shadow, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, "Have you had anyone look at this? You said it's been this way for a while."
And he says, "Yes, I awoke in the quarters that the Van Thampers gave me down in this stinking hole, and I noticed that there was something unusual
Wait,
about..."
only since you've been here.
He nods. "I think this place is cursed."
Certainly
Well,
not a good
if
place.
the curse was laid by the Duke, then I think we don't have much to worry about anymore.
We do know there's still one Van Thamper left, and she looks.
There's at
two.
least 2. The sneaky,
two.
greasy guy.
I like that Bryn is like, "Well, if we kill Thirstwell, Emmerich will probably just blow away. Like, he'll just change his name and leave town."
But if it's tied to their family at all, then we certainly haven't eliminated that issue.
Emmerich Van Thamper. No, I'm Clive Richburger.
Did they give you anything? Were you unconscious for any length of time?
He says, "I'm not sure what they wanted me for, ransom or political advantage of some kind. They fed me well enough, I suppose, if you like Baldur's Gate cuisine. Bland mush, if you ask me. And, well, I was free to wander around down here if I wanted, but mostly they kept me locked in here.
I stand up and I, like, not threateningly at all, but like go to like poke behind his back where the wings and the shadow are.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
I'm just like, this is so odd.
Yeah, he agrees with you.
How did you get down here? Or into the hands of the vampires?
Would you believe I came to them for help?
When?
He says, when I arrived after what happened with Elturel, I made my way here. Incognito, of course.
Why?
I didn't want to cause any more chaos, and to be entirely honest with you, I feared for my life. Now, when my time comes, Torm take me as is his will, but I didn't trust the people I was traveling with, so I hid myself away, and when I got here, I tried to make contact, but this damnable city, I couldn't make it into the upper city, and so I went to see Amric, and, well, shortly after that I was kidnapped. Some thugs ambushed me in an alleyway, and I woke up here with quite a bruise on the back of my head, I'll have you know.
I gesture around to his lavish, like room with a cool shield and, like, whatever the fuck else you described that made it sound like not a jail cell.
Yeah.
And I go,
nice place for a captive. They have a prison just over there.
He nods, and he says, I can't tell you why I've been placed in here. Maybe they didn't have a more secure place to put me. Didn't trust me in with the other rabble. Makes sense.
I feel like this is the point where I look back at Philaster, the dude who was like Thavius Krieg's bad fucking news,
Yep.
and like
He gives you a look that you could interpret as, I'm with you, sister. Like, he's full of shit.
All right, cool.
So I think maybe, so he steps forth. I think he's ready. He's going to tip his hand a little bit. So Philaster comes up and he says, excuse me, Lord Krieg. And as if seeing him for the first time, Thavius turns and looks, and Philaster says, did you come to Baldur's Gate with anything interesting? I'm thinking of artifacts you might have lost on your way. And Krieg gives him a kind of a side eye and says, no, I travel light. I don't wear my regalia outside of formal church and government business. It's what allowed me to move incognito, you see. And Philaster squints and he says, I'll be honest with you, my lord. I'm not here to rescue you. I was myself rescued by these fine individuals. I'm looking for something. A puzzle box? And Thavius makes a bit of a face. And then, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I will insight that.
Yeah.
That is what I will insight.
Bryn also, like, gives
a bit of a
Philaster a bit of a face, because Philaster was like, I don't know what this thing could be that I'm looking for.
Yeah, they're clearly both lying to you, and Rhea is just waiting for somebody to throw a punch.
All right, I will roll insight. My insight is bad, so this will be fun.
Sorry, mine's not good.
Yeah, roll them separately. Wow.
I'm right next to him. And like the bit of a face thing also gave me so I guess we would get the information separately.
Everybody roll differently, yeah.
Okay.
Because this will determine what you know. Nice. Okay.
Oh, I guess I will also roll insight.
I know.
18.
I know.
So this is perfect because Sosarova is the paranoid person.
Yes, Sosarova. All right, so Sathra, November, and Bryn, you will all of you recognize this. Sosarova will not. Sosarova, you're pretty sure he's some kind of like alien lizard man who's replaced Thavius Krieg, and also that Avril Lavigne disappeared in 1996. So, like, you know, you're putting the string together yourself when it's just a straight line.
He's doing the meme like with the.
Sosorovo's onto something. Yeah, full pyramid in the eye here.
there's that rock and roll singer who apparently died, but what if he got taken here? And they just made it look like he died, and they planted the cheeseburger in the bathroom.
So you're just in full like chaos mode, but so Bryn, the other three of you, he makes a face. He's trying to cover it, and this is the story Rhea buys. He tries to cover it by being like, okay, I've had enough of your questions. Like, I'm important. I'm not used to being like grilled like this. But the three of you recognize he knows about whatever Philaster is asking about, and he doesn't, it makes him uncomfortable. Right? The look on his face is like a busted face where he's just like, And
I think it's at that point I just go,
You know more than you're letting on.
Let me
And
see.
if you want to leave here, then you're going to want to tell us.
Let me see if Philaster recognizes this as well. Yes, definitely. So Thavius says, yes. You have to forgive me. I don't know you very well. And it's just that, something of great value to me. A puzzle box made out of brass. It means a great deal to me, and I would so love to have it back. The Van Thampers took it from me. I woke without it. I asked Thalamra where it was, demanded she return it, but I have not seen it since. I fear they've sold it. These classless fools, they wouldn't know value. Like, kind of wanders off mumbling.
I mean, I did see their interior decoration upstairs. He's kind of on the money.
But he says to you, he gestures around. If you have indeed slain Thalamra Van Thamper, I thank you, and I think the city of Baldur's Gate is like to thank you as well. These belonged to her, and I suppose belong to her sons, but, well, if you'd like to rob the lady, I don't imagine she's going to put up much of a fight.
Yes.
And he scowls like, I'm letting this happen. And maybe he looks at Rhea, and Rhea nods like, yes, they are disgusting, I know. But sometimes, my lord, we must make amends with enemies of etc. Right? So they look at each other like,
You weren't locked in here the whole time, were you? I mean,
he shakes his head.
I sniff delicately. I'm like, it doesn't seem
Yeah, he shakes his head and he points and he says, no, the hallway up there. They had a room prepared for me. Sort of a sick joke, really. Any opportunity to show me I was under their thumb. I was in there most of the time. Something changed not too long ago and I was locked in here.
The room with the bed and the desk?
He nods. Yes.
Oh, well, then this is yours. And I take out his holy symbol.
Okay.
He can't touch it. He's a devil.
No, he can. I'm just wondering if he like.
When Bryn
What'd you get on his a 20? Yes.
20, yeah.
There is a moment of hesitation. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't like back away from it or anything. But instead of you're giving him, he's a holy man. He's a priest, right? And you're giving him back his holy symbol. And there is a moment where he hesitates. And there is no reason for him to do this. Like he looks at it and then he smiles and he's like, thank you, my girl, and takes it from you and holds it to his chest. It's a holy symbol of Torm. So like we said, one of the gauntlet gods, god of courage and self-sacrifice. And so he takes it. He's like, thank you. I didn't have time to grab it before I was dragged from my room.
I feel like I have one desperate card to play in this. One last desperate card to play in this fucking bullshit, and that is just to try and intimidate him into like flustering enough that he says something.
So here's the thing, right? I think Bryn notices this.
Okay.
So Thavius is talking to November. Rhea, her attitude up until about a minute ago, up until just a second ago, was me and Krieg v the rest of you if you decide to be shitty. But when he hesitated, I rolled insight for her. She got a crit. And now she's looking at him like, wait, what? Like, because she holds herself and everybody else to really high, like, religious standards. And so she's like, wait a second, why did you hesitate? right? But she hasn't said anything. She's not brave enough to like speak it, but you see on her face, I think Bryn, you're the one that notices this. Only Bryn sees this, but
Bryn notices. Okay.
She has this look on her face of like, something's not right. You can see her like teetering.
So it's your puzzle box.
You say that to Krieg?
Yeah.
And he nods and he says, a family heirloom belonged to my great-grandmother.
Your grandmother
Okay.
liked puzzles?
Now I need to double check because
You never saw a puzzle box.
no, we didn't
Only
see it, but we did find out that the puzzle box was likely, or we were looking for a receptacle of some kind to keep hidden information about a devil contract. We were made aware that that was a thing that we were looking for.
So we were told by Philaster that some sort of important object would hold whatever contract
Right.
suspected Krieg would have made.
Yeah.
But we thought there was a possibility, like we didn't know who or why made this contract. Could have been the Van Thampers, could have been that they forced him to make it under duress. But if it was
that's why what Sosterova is putting together as I did.
It was probably more likely that he made the contract and it had nothing to do with the Van Thampers and they found out about it and are
That's why he met them.
Yeah.
Because he knew they were fellow devil worshippers and he's not actually a prisoner.
And was also probably why it
I
changed.
think he's still a prisoner. I don't know. I don't think that like he would give away his special puzzle box with his demon contract in it willingly.
Probably not.
And so Thavius like raises his hand and he's like, I'm standing right here, guys. You're like, Thavius, can you just put on the cone of silence for a minute? The PCs need to talk.
Wall conversation.
All of our characters go into like animation, like, you know, in like a video game when you just sort of leave the controller and don't do anything.
Yeah,
And
everybody's just idling.
shuffle slightly.
Yeah. Taking out their sword, spinning it around and putting it back.
So it's interesting.
As a matter of course, he did say like something about loot and treasure or whatever. Like, what is it that's in this room again?
There's a shiny golden shield on the wall that I bet is magical.
Yes. So there are small chests littered throughout the room. It is a kind of a vault. So as you open them, I will describe to you some of these objects. So you find all the coffers are unlocked because why would you lock the boxes that are inside a vault? So coffer the first contains ingots of electrum. Each stamped with the Van Thamper sigil.
Sorry, I'm obligated contractually to say electrum. That's my favorite kind of treasure.
So in here, there are 30 of them. They're
30 ingots of electrum.
Yeah, they're worth 10 gold apiece, and they're literally just like cartoon gold bars, but made out of electrum.
Got it.
Yeah, so there's 30 of those at 10G apiece. There are coffers 2, 3, and 4, each contain 100 gold.
Okay.
Coffer 5 is a bit more interesting. It contains 2 pieces of a broken ceremonial dagger, a curved ivory blade bearing draconic runes. Does anybody speak draconic? Sathra? Okay.
I think I do. I'm gonna check though.
Yeah, curved ivory blade with draconic runes.
I do indeed.
You do? Okay. Along with a bone hilt wrapped in leather strips and studded with gemstones. It's worthless right now because it's broken. The draconic runes spell out the word fang on the side of this blade.
I'm definitely taking these broken pieces, all I'm saying.
Okay. Coffer, you're going to like this one. Coffers 6 and 7 contain 100 platinum each.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't need to take out a loan at all.
And then coffer 8 contains 20 azurite gemstones at 10 gold apiece.
You pay back the loan with the money you stole from him, and then you murder him and take that money again.
Yeah, like do a trick where it's both in his inventory and mine at the same time.
Is anybody keeping track of the?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Wait, are you going around and looting all of this?
Hell yes.
I mean, I guess she's dead.
She's dead. Yeah.
And Thavius nods and he says,
likely back taxes anyway.
Yeah, nice. That's a really good justification. Yeah, he says, yes, the Van Thampers were terrible people. I made a grave mistake coming to them for help. It serves them right, and if you haven't extinguished the whole line, well, I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Rats have a tendency to drown, after all.
can we talk about the golden shield on the wall?
Yeah. So you take an interest in the shield.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shield. It's like a
Yeah,
golden.
yeah.
Bryn
It's a
certainly
huge.
does.
It's a huge shield. So it is. Yeah, it's ornate. It has like twisting patterns on it. It almost, if you look at it a certain way, it almost looks like a face. And it has some like kind of curling flame patterns on either side.
Okay,
and
so it's an evil golden shield.
it's a
Gotcha.
big gold shield. And you look at it, and Krieg stands beside you. Like if you come over to look at it, he stands beside you, and he looks at it, and he says, "Yes, I've been looking at that thing myself the last little while you and your friends were causing trouble." I guess I wonder if I can show you the art.
There should be a Sathra rubbing your hand.
Is it a big face of the lady? Oh, no.
Hey,
So there it
look
is.
at that.
You shouldn't be able to see any text if you do.
I can see the title. That's it.
Just the title, yeah.
Yeah.
Shield the Hidden Lord, yeah. So yeah,
he's a lord hidden in
the shield. Yeah.
So you take a look at it, and he says, "It's an interesting piece, much too heavy for me, even in my prime. But I've seen a paladin or two in my day who could make good use of such a magical object." And he looks back over at Bryn when he says that. He says,
Certainly frightening.
"As with the rest of the Van Thamper's property, it's all yours if you want to take it."
I mean,
Is this our house now?
why are you? I mean, wouldn't you generally be against theft?
He chuckles. He chuckles and he says, "I'm not a priest of Tyr, my girl. Warriors deserve plunder after a day of hard battling. And I certainly don't have the resources to pay you for my rescue, so old Thalambra will have to take care of it." And he pats the chest.
I prize it off the wall.
Yeah, it's just hanging on the wall.
Yeah, Bryn will take it. Bryn is she's not gonna just like, yeah, let me just use it right away. But she'll if Sathra will
Yeah, I wouldn't put that
You
on
got the
your
magic
arm.
mace.
That would be
yeah, she'll hold on to it for later. She'll be like, "So Sarova, will you look at this later?"
I will take the shield with us, along with all the other stuff.
Oh, I mean,
Okay,
I
so
can pay
Bryn,
for
you
the
have
pearls
the
myself
shield?
now. This is fantastic.
Bryn, are you taking the shield or is Sosorovo?
I think
I
Bryn will
can't
carry
carry
it.
it.
at the
Bryn
very
will carry it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before we do anything, we should really get you to a high-level cleric to work out whatever it is they did to you. The
Spell.
shadow.
Oh yeah.
or a wizard.
I don't know.
No offense, Sosorovo.
It seems pretty like demonic to me.
Other point of order, anything we haven't looked over, we should, because that box.
Yeah, we gotta find the box.
True. Could be in the house.
And so Krieg, like he's a little bit sweaty. He's like, the box is of sentimental value, but so is my life and yours, all of you as well. Maybe it's best we slip away.
Fortunately, I think our exit is through the house anyway. And if the guards haven't figured out something's happening yet, they will certainly figure it out soon.
There were sewers also.
We could just be to retreat through the sewers.
So when you say that, Philaster shakes his head. He says, "I'm not leaving without that box."
All right.
Wait, let's think about this.
And then
If they
Fabius
took all of his
and
stuff-
Philaster look at each other like there's a weird look because Fabius is trying to cover. They both know, right?
He's trying to downplay the box.
Well,
Philaster's like, no, the box is
Philaster
important,
wants
bro.
the box. Fabius is trying to downplay how important the box is, even though he knows it's important. And he knows that Philaster knows that it's important, so he's trying to be like, no, you're weird for being obsessed over this box. Don't worry about it, man. And Philaster's like, no, dude, I really want to get you that box back. We definitely should get it. And he's like, I don't even need the box anymore. It's fine, dude. It's empty. He's like, no, we have to get it for you. And you're like, So the two of them are having this like weird eye battle where they both won't budge on the box situation.
It seems as if some of you are less suited for raiding the upstairs to find this box.
Wait, raid?
Yeah, because if they found this
Write a
box
warrant.
and it's valuable and it's from the guy that they took prisoner and they didn't keep it in the vault, she didn't have it on her. I don't think sketchy tavern man would have it on him.
Certainly not if you left.
So what if they gave it to the nerd? Maybe he's a wizard as well. Maybe he's trying to open it.
Then we reclaim it.
The nerd?
The
The
sandwich
youngest.
lover.
Yeah.
What's a nerd?
There's a word that very unkind people use for wizards. Because we have to read spell books to learn magic. We like to understand things. We're not sorcerers who can go around and spend time putting their stat
I'm
points
leaving.
into
Let's
like
get the box.
strength.
It's like in typical
box.
Sathra fashion, while Sosorovo is having a long-winded something, she leaves the room.
I feel like you're having this conversation, and I'm just like, well, I generally just feel things out.
Okay. So, now what?
Let's go and kill that guy who's
What's in the box?
So,
So we need to find the box, but I don't think it would be safe for everybody to venture up with us to find the box, and I don't think we're in a fit position to find it right now.
Well, there
there are at least 3 guards up there. I
So
had
what
them.
you're thinking is that we beat a retreat and come back for it?
No, because then we have to sneak in again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That sounds like
No, because we can just be like, this is our house now because we killed everyone and the Lord said it was our house.
well, the thing is that I believe that there were still several rooms down here that we haven't looked into.
I'm
Yeah,
betting that the
that's
puzzle
nice.
box isn't in the cultist barracks with all the idiots. And otherwise, what? There was a kitchen and another room that we already looked through.
There was more hallway besides, but we can also just go back upstairs, and I guess maybe we could just tell them that we could dress in cultist robes again. And
Should
tell
I
them
get
to
the
come
Duke's
downstairs.
head?
Yes.
not a terrible idea.
okay, and
Right in
any
the-
opportunity to chop somebody's head off, Sathra is just like ready. Like, should I behead him? Sathra,
Listen,
he
she
just
is-
gave me the wrong change.
Listen, she has learned over the course of time that people seeing their relatives' own heads in her hand is a good way to provoke notice.
Anybody else need their head chopped off?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that's one way to. I just maybe sure you don't want to try and throw them off.
Who are we throwing? What?
I mean, we did get in here using
Like
cultist
off-
robes.
Like
Perhaps
off
we
the
could.
roof or
No. Like pretend to
Oh.
be cultists again.
I don't know if the guards know that there's cultists down here.
That is also
Above their pay grade.
Who are you? We're cultists. What cultist? Basement cultists. We don't have any basement cultists.
Listen, I think we're past the point of subtlety. The subtlety was coming in. This is the part where we create a gigantic fuss going back out.
Right.
This is the recon part of the mission.
Yeah, so we can wait here for a little bit while everybody counts all the money. I
go
got a
get
pretty good eyeball of it, but I need to get some spells back if
I'll
we're
go
going to
get
and
the
kill
Duke's
some people.
head. Like,
Wait.
Perfect.
Walk down the corridor.
I don't know that we exactly have an hour to wait down here.
Well,
I guess
the
we can
worst
shut our-
thing that happens.
Philaster, yeah, when
the
you say
guards
that,
come down.
Philaster says that to you, November. He says, yes, we should move now while we have the chance. Catch them by surprise. If we wait down here, it'll give us a
Okay.
chance to recuperate, but
Surprise
guards
it
will-
is! Let's go!
okay.
Rhea, you'll make sure nothing happens to Creek, right? And there's like a moment where I'm just like eyebrows raised, like, and also he doesn't run away, right?
How's the armor on your back there? Like small of your back? That's the best place for knifing. Just
What?
wondering. It's a joke.
Yeah,
My-
there's a lot
my- my
of stairs.
My back, or
Sure.
I mean, I have a breastplate, leather.
Where are you going? What's happening? Are you still dressed as cultists or no?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
No, I think
throw it
we.
aside.
I think we're going back upstairs to go get the puzzle box from Nerdwell.
Okay.
That's
All right.
well, that's his name. I
But I think
actually
we're
forgot.
just taking everybody with us.
Yeah, you're just taking
Yeah.
the whole damn
Listen,
gang. All
it's
right.
milestone experience. I need as many bodies between
It's true.
me and my unrested abilities as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, can we take all of the cultist masks if they're gold?
Yes, if you wanted to.
Are
I
they
assume
worth any
the
money?
thing is, I assume you don't like, what are you doing with all that treasure? You're just like taking it all with you? Like the shield you can carry relatively easily, but the other ones, they're in chests.
I wouldn't like be gathering
I
up
feel like
someone
100
else's
coins
money.
is not untowardly and like a lot if we split them out.
Yeah, we'll loot one now and divide that all nicely. And since we're going upstairs to kill everybody else, nobody will stop us when we come back down to loot it after with a bunch of sacks and like when you can rent one of those big skips. Rent one of those skips, park it in the driveway upstairs.
It's less a case of it being all that heavy and more that it's like bulky and hard to like schlep around.
I mean, we can carry the platinum for sure. There's 200 platinum coins. We split that between us. There's no way that we can't carry that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's easy enough.
So we split platinum 4 ways. 200 platinum 4 ways is 50 platinum each. May as well just do that now.
Okay.
I like whoever.
Everybody put 50 platinum on their treasure on their.
According to my total weight category, I went up 1 pound.
Okay.
So
whoever's gathering the money, like whenever like they reach out to give like someone else's platinum to me, I'm just like, you can have it, Sosorovo.
Hell yes, I can.
I don't want it.
I feel like the gems are also pretty small too.
yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really
20 Azurite gemstones is like less than a pound.
less than a
And that's
pound,
200 gold.
It's the
I
ingots
assume-
that are
5 for you,
I
5 for you.
I was gonna say, I
10 for
assume our
me.
greedy wizard is collecting these things.
And then Sathra, you took broken knife.
I did take broken fang,
and I took
yes.
shield.
Yeah, take the shield. Okay.
So you both get 50 gold. I get 100
Oh, okay,
gold.
all right, yeah.
Wait, so they were gold coins and platinum coins.
Yeah, there are 3 chests of gold coins. Yeah.
So 300 gold coins. So we could split that 75 gold coins apiece and just be done with it.
I just look like that
Mhm.
kid.
Leave the
who's,
ingots.
Like, I look
Yeah.
like that kid who's like,
Electrum.
I can carry 100 gold coins. So if we split it 3 ways, that's fine.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
you guys are all like splitting up the money, and I look like that kid that's like standing in the corner at the party while his friends are getting high, and he's like, "My mom doesn't." know."
I don't take stolen gold. Rhea notices your
Please.
discomfort, November, and she says to you, it takes resources to fight wars, even the war on evil. You need to be able to pay for things, new swords, places to sleep. These people were villains. They don't deserve this gold. Probably came by it wrongly. You taking it is not a crime. Not really.
It just feels awkward to be, murder someone, rummage around in their goods, and then take it. I would rather, you slay the villain, and then the city applauds you and grants you the key, and
In my experience, that never happens.
She puts a hand on your shoulder, November, and she says, your cynical friend is right, but maybe only about places like this. Baldur's Gate is a cesspit. Take the money.
I feel like as you say cesspit, there's like in the background of the conversation, Sathra's like scooping gold
Yeah.
out of it.
Like fucking Meowth from Pokemon. Like, money. Yeah. So you make your way back through to the bottom of the
And
stairs.
then up the stairs.
Yeah, so you get to the bottom of the stairs, and Philaster puts a hand up, right? He stops you, and he goes, and listens, and you can hear shuffling upstairs, like booted footprints or footsteps, and you hear someone say in common, well, get down there. There's intruders in the basement. He's like, I know, shut up. We'll wait for them to come up. He's like, well, don't. And there's like, you hear like nudging and like rustling upstairs.
Perhaps we should hurry them coming down here.
Oh, it's me, the Duke Thalambra. I've fallen. Someone please come to my assistance.
I think as Cicero does this, like Bryn puts a hand in front of his mouth and is like, "Help! Quick! The intruders! They're escaping! Come down here quickly!"
I've fallen and I can't get up. I've broken a hip. Okay, make a deception check.
I will totally do that. I'm just taking over because I have a tiny bit more charisma.
Just like I'll.
Do I have health on this? Is this health?
Yeah.
But I think roll it normal because I think Sosorovo can try to help, but
11.
also like it's not a great impression to begin with. So just roll a regular.
It's 11.
They didn't even put on a fake old lady voice. Okay, let me see.
No! Oh dear, I'm dying down here, dear.
I feel like her voice would be more like stern and serious than an
Yeah.
old lady. But that's
I have one old lady voice.
He fell down and broke my legs. Come help me. All right.
Oh wait, she talks like she's from this house.
What, she got her teeth knocked out? All right. So let me roll. I'm going to roll an insight check for these cards. I get a 2. I get a 2. So, all right. So you hear one of the guards be like, the Duke Thalambra hurt. And the other one's like, well, let's go. And then you hear sounds. Let me grab some of the guards from upstairs. Yeah, she sounds like Hulk Hogan. Exactly. All right. 1, 2. Let's say they come in this.
Macho Man Randy Savage, I think you mean.
They're used to.
I hold an action to kill someone.
You can't. That's not how that works. You can ready an action if you want. Everybody place themselves in that room where they want to be when the first dude comes down the stairs.
Blaster took the spot that I wanted, but I want a spot where like
He'll move if you want. He's just sneaky McGee.
He's
so.
an NPC. Just push
Yeah,
him.
just nudge into him, and he'll say his basic voice line 6 or 7 times, but eventually he'll move.
All right, and I'll be here. That'll be perfect.
Like where? Here?
I mean, she wanted to be right where he's standing, like right around the corner. So
Yeah. So
Stab
you want to
them
be?
as
You're there, and then he's okay. He's going to stand here.
can throw a knife.
Thavius and Rhea will be all the way at the back. Satir also.
I think I want to stay
So-
around where Thavius is. I don't want Thavius running.
The
off.
thing that's really making me suspicious of Thavius Krieg is that his token makes him look like a Chaos Space Marine,
He's a cool looking old man.
which is like a real issue.
No. I can tell you that he is not a fiend or a celestial.
Look, I mean,
Or
look
he
at
has a
him.
non-distraction
Or undead.
spell.
Look, he's got his little holy symbol around his neck. He's a fine guy.
Okay, closer in, he doesn't look like
Wait,
one,
is
but
he-
from a distance.
Is he a cleric of wait, who's he a cleric of?
Torm.
Torm.
Yeah.
I will ready an action to
Helm.
frostbite whoever comes down the stairs.
The thing about Torm and Helm is that sometimes if you're one and your holy symbol gets flipped over like a lanyard and puts the eye on the back, they're like they think you're a god of the worship of the other.
I will frostbite whoever comes down the stairs second.
The second person down the stairs.
Zippy.
Okay. All right. Well, the first person down the stairs is a guard. The second person down the stairs is unfortunately Oprah Winfrey, and you have to frostbite her. You said you were going to.
It's fine.
So,
She'll just be chilly.
and she was going to give everybody a new car, and now you've killed her. All right. So you hear thump, 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 like, we're coming, milady. Thunk, thunk, thunk. A guard comes around the corner,
Whap!
and just everybody just goes in on him, I guess. Or,
No, it's just 2 people because
Actually, I can Eldritch Blast, so we're all good.
well, no, but we clarified that November is
Oh,
the
yeah.
second person.
Yeah.
The second person.
Okay, so whoever has attacks on the first person down the stairs.
All right, here
shoot.
goes.
Bryn got one.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was a gold dragon. Yeah, you miss.
I hit miss with a 15.
You miss. So you swing, and he's just like and like brings the. You have advantage because he can't see you when he comes
Yeah.
into the room. You hit him before, so roll again.
Come on. 20.
There you go. Okay, you both hit him now. He has an AC of 16.
Rad.
Okay.
I do 2 damage.
He is mildly
5 damage.
abraded. Okay. So he isn't killed. So Sorovo, you hit him too. Yep. Now he's dead. Yeah. So he lets out a yelp of like, and then is killed with axe and spell.
See, I was so planning well this time.
Yeah.
Hey, he did it.
Second person.
So the second one sees this happen in an instant and shouts, "Oh my god!"
And then makes a DC 13 Constitution save.
has to make a con save. Like, what the hell? And then is blasted with cold.
You came down to the cellar to help an old lady.
Fails the
Turns out there's a
save.
whole adventure
Is
in part.
blasted with frost.
Okay, so he's covered in frost either way, but it only
Yeah.
does damage if he isn't Constitution.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he failed the save. Gets
So he
frosted
takes
for 3
cold
damage. Yeah.
and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll.
Excellent. Okay, now let's roll initiative, I guess. Okay, the order is clear. Go ahead and roll.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
fuck.
This is the best.
We're the worst.
Such a good drag.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's a pretty good initiative for me.
I've started to imagine Sosorovo's casting pose when having to use the focus is like a little like seal where they've got the gun over their arm. It's a magic wand.
Nice. Walk around with it tucked up under like this, like a P90.
This is what you get for helping the elderly jump.
All right, so Rhea holds her guard. Sathra, you can go.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here and then poison spray the guard.
Okay.
So he needs to make a con save. 14, DC 14.
Comes downstairs thinking this old lady's hurt herself and gets a mouthful of poison. Okay.
I fucking roll so bad on this
All right.
D12, though.
Hold on. I did roll for Flaster.
Oh my god, that was a D12. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So DC 14
For
con
those
save.
listening, she got a 2. on a
Two.
D12.
Blows the save, so
Oh, cool. 2 damage.
takes damage. Again, more screaming like, it's in my eyes.
She's just like making space for Bryn to like step in.
For some reason, I think of this guard as being played by Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt.
Oh no, why? All right. So the guard turns around and tries to like leave. He just like stumbles upstairs past his ally. The other guard here, also they just fall back. They're just like, let's get out of here, and they just like run upstairs. And they're shouting about like there's adventurers downstairs. They're killing everyone. It's horrible.
The
So they all
turbaned guard says, "Adventurers in the dungeon." And
yeah,
then
and then faints. Yeah, so he runs upstairs. There's more shouting. You hear a lot of like, protect Lord Van Thamper and like whatever. There's all this
You
hassle.
better protect Lord Van Thamper. We're coming for
All right, so they all
whiny
run
ass.
upstairs. Bryn, it is your turn.
He follows.
Yeah, get him.
I need to be moved a map.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Bryn just
Three.
charges up the stairs.
Yeah. Listen.
And
Everybody
then
got to
there's a
take
loading
turns.
screen.
Surrender!
Everybody's got to take
You
turns
must
being
succeed.
Lancelot. So, all right. So you
You go up the stairs, there's a loading screen. The person behind you goes up the stairs, there's another loading screen.
Yeah. All right. So,
there's just a little icon. If a fight's too difficult, have you considered?
there's a
trying
way. There's a way for me to drag. Let me see. I've only ever used it once
to
before.
just one person?
Adam,
Yeah, to drag
before I
just
go-
one person.
Before I go up the stairs, I press F5.
Okay, it doesn't do anything. This isn't that kind of game. Let me see if I can make this work.
You have to go into the menu. I did
Wow.
quick saves back there.
Gather your
Yeah, you can't
party
save in combat.
Yeah, I can't save right now. You're in the middle of combat.
Before
Okay, let's see if I can make
venturing
Bryn go.
That's why you play D&D on an emulator, so you can do those things.
Yeah. Just go through the fight real fast. Drag their name from the bottom. Is that like player list? Maybe. I know how to do this. I just keep forgetting. I've only ever done it once. From down here. That's right. Thank you for the backup on that one, chat. All right, here we go. Let me make it work. Van Thamper Villa. Boop. Did it
Ooh.
work? Did you get transported?
Where am I?
All right, you're right
I see
there.
a new map. Yep. So I
Okay,
move-
you can continue with the rest of
3,
your movement. That's where
4.
you're in the same spot.
Yeah. Okay. So 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm gonna just use movement.
Okay.
And then she throws open the door.
All right. So you kick the door open. And that's there you go. That's what you see. You see 4 guards in the
Cool.
kitchen. And they're all like ready, like they have their weapons. I'm like, oh God. So you bust the door
her
open.
action was double moving, so she just with like her words she's gonna just be like, surrender. We don't have to kill the child. We just need to talk to him.
He's a grown man.
Just fucking there.
Listen, he
Child to her.
asks for sandwiches from his room. He's a child.
All right. Meanwhile, back
I
downstairs.
serve the flaming fist.
All right, November, what are you gonna do?
I don't want to leave Krieg down here with just Rhea, that seems like a bad plan. I mean, she looked like she was maybe rethinking it, but I think that I can't give guidance. I'm not a cleric. I feel like I'm just gonna wait until like Rhea takes a turn and see. And see
Rhea is not doing. She's standing by Krieg's side. Krieg's side.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna be like, I know that he's like some sort of savior to you, but you can't let him out of your sight.
And Rhea nods and she says, I know. I have to keep an eye on him.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, right? Like, yes, you're right. I can't let him out of my sight. I would be failing in my duty to protect him. Okay. So you wanna go upstairs? All right, let me transit you as well.
The 1x1 transit's so difficult.
Yeah, it's it's nice that I can do it at least. I don't have to keep jumping back and forth between pages. Okay, there you go. And you're gonna be right there at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Yep.
That's 11. Wait, no, that's 45.
No, you started there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I end there. That's my 60 feet of movement.
All right, Bryn, November comes right up behind you. I guess I can get rid of this Bryn there. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, back on the other map. So, Sarova?
I'm running over here.
Yeah. Oops.
Since I can't see, is there anywhere for me to stand up there? I only have 5 feet after I move off the thing.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to go up to the next map as well, please, Adam.
All right. I will move you up there. Okay. And then put your token down. So you're there. Okay, and then I will drag you up. So let's see. Dave. Okay. All right. There you are.
Oh yeah, there I am. Thank you. See a man. And I've already used my.
That's it, right? Because that's all your move. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I have to actually re-add the two of you because I forgot. What did you get for your initiative, November?
I got 11.
Okay. All right. So Philaster. Philaster is going to stay. Philaster and Rhea both stay down here. So Sathra, it's your turn. They're going to ready.
I sprint up the stairs like a blood-crazed maniac.
Perfect. All right. I think that makes everybody PC-wise. So let me move you over there. Okay. All right. So there you go. And you only move like 10 feet to get there.
Yep. Sorry, I'm in darkness, so I'm just looking for.
Yeah, like a blood crazed maniac. In the fashion of a blood crazed maniac.
Okay, so I'm on the stairs, so 5, 10, 15. Or that's 25.
Yeah.
30 to get there. 35. 40. 45, 50. That'll do.
Okay. All right. Well, thankfully, your blood-crazed mania results in you getting attacked by a bunch of guards. So this guard runs around the corner. The 3 of them attack you with spears. They're spears and shields.
I will impose disadvantage on
the one in front of you.
Right in front of me, but she's still within 5 feet of me.
Yep.
If you're lucky, it would have been a crit. Instead, it's a 5.
Hey.
All right, second spear
In
attack.
the back of the head.
Yeah, nice work, Bryn. Total distraction move. And then the last one is a 13. All right, so none of them are hits.
Yeah.
Slobber Chops is still asleep on the counter.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, totally unconscious. Yep. This guard shouts, "I'm gonna get reinforcements," and then runs out the door.
Goodbye.
And out into the street. Okay, Bryn, it is your turn. There's a guard standing in front of you.
Well, they didn't surrender,
they didn't acknowledge your lawful entry as a member of the Flaming Fist. So
she looks at him one more time and just says, "Again, we don't have to kill you." And then she hits him with her axe.
We don't have to kill you, but I'm going to.
She will.
I already filed the paperwork.
If it's more than one hit, like she's not. She's gonna try and just knock him out if she can, but like.
Yeah, I mean, you get to make that call on the last swing. So
13 misses, and
it does. Yeah, they're pretty well armored. Okay, November.
She's like shoving. She's like, get out of my way.
I move to stand behind Bryn, and I will Frosty Frost Boy.
Okay.
Coat his skin in frost and ice. That's Ray of Frost, wrong one.
It's a con save.
It's a con save
for 1 cold damage.
Yeah, but
I get a 13.
You got a 13?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't do shit.
Nice cantrip.
He just is so warm blooded. It's the frost just melts off his skin.
So Sorovo.
Idea, shoot, move.
Do it.
Pew, 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 pew.
Wow, so you're small and there are 2 medium people in front of you, but it doesn't matter. You got a crit.
Critical.
Hell yes.
I mean,
hit.
He's also probably
11
below,
damage.
never mind.
Extremely dead. Necrotized beyond repair. Blah,
Yep.
just comes apart.
Racked.
First the Rovo shot.
Nah, toast. Excellent. Sathra, there are 2 fools looking to get killed standing next to you.
Wait, okay. I don't see myself on the turn order, but I'm gonna fucking kill bottom guy.
Yeah, it might be because you got
What
moved
was
from
your
one screen to
initiative?
another. 15.
Yeah, it's.
I got you back on there.
So I'm going to hit him with a greatsword, as you do, or I'm not. 13.
13? No, you miss. All right, these 2 guards, they fight you.
All right.
First one gets a 22.
I hellish rebuke. Oh, impose disadvantage?
I think I can impose disadvantage because it's when you
'Cause
are
it's
within
me.
5 feet of me.
Yeah.
It's not about where they are because I'm like putting it into your square.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, if
So
you wanna do that.
disadvantage.
So it's a 12. And then
Okay,
the
cool.
second attack from the other guy is an 18.
That hits me.
Okay, for 5. 5 piercing.
I'm not gonna bother to hellish rebuke that. Never mind.
Okay.
I take 5.
All right.
I don't have enough spells left, and I might need them for Thirstwell. Okay.
All right, Bryn.
She's gonna step into the room and she's gonna hit this person with her axe.
All right.
That's the dang it, 15.
So close. Yeah,
She
just
whiffs
barely
it.
miss. Yep.
Ugh.
November.
I can't step forward still. And I can't. Well, I can.
You can step through my square.
Yeah, I forget that that's the case. I will.
What is going on?
Jesus, Adam, you can stop now. I will go to here.
I was just
I'll
showing
go
you all the
around-
cool places you can go.
I'll go around the table, go around the cat, go behind the guard that Sathra is fighting with, and I will grow icicle-y claws and try and
Slash him.
slash him in
Try
the
to do
gut.
it. Oh, another 15. You miss.
I mean, I still do it, but also armor.
Yeah.
All right, so Sorovo.
Critical again. Here we go.
Meow.
Yep, it
I
wasn't
used it all
critical.
up.
Big
Used it all
one.
up on the
One.
last time.
Big one. Used it all up. Yep.
no.
All right. Sathra.
Okay, I try again with the
Okay.
sword and the guy on the bottom there. Give him the old. Oh, come on.
Jesus Lord.
Another one.
All
for
right,
those
cool.
listening.
Another one. That's great. Go.
Okay. All right. Guard attacks. November, 1 on you and 1 on Sathra.
I will impose disadvantage on the one on Sathra because I
Okay.
can't.
So here's November. Turns around, thrusts the spear at you, misses. Disadvantage against Sathra. 14, also a miss.
Yeah.
Bryn, it is your turn.
All right, Bryn, get
This
it together,
time.
girl.
This time.
Get it together once more with the action.
There you go.
18. She stabs him for 10 damage.
Oof. All right. He is wounded very badly. Anything else?
That is her turn.
November.
Okay, we'll try again with the icicle claws.
Yeah.
22.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
a hit.
I grow icicle claws and I deal 8 acid damage, but it's like cold acid.
He's dead. He's very dead.
It's
One
like
cold acid
cold.
damage would have got him. It's cold acid November's cool hacker alias. All right. Anything else, November? The guy's dead.
There were a few that ran off, right?
There was one that ran off, but
One
you
guy
weren't
that
here
ran
to
off.
see that.
Oh, okay. Then
I mean, if you want to go after him, I can narratively just be like, one of them's getting away. One of them's getting away. Like, while I'm fighting this guy. There you go.
better to stay together. I will hop on top of the table,
All right, cool.
just threateningly.
Perching.
All right. So
Sosorovo?
Flaster, yeah, it's Sosorovo. Everybody downstairs is holding their actions for now.
Okay. Who's that?
That's
an
an unconscious servant.
Who's that?
That's a
That's
guard.
a guard.
He's still here. Is he unconscious?
This one, no, he's alive. He's awake.
No,
he's
not.
fighting. He's fighting
He's
Sathra.
literally fighting us right now.
Okay, I was sorry. I thought since you were trying to work out how to say one got away. That
Well, because one did get away.
One got away,
But that was
yes.
like at the
I'm
beginning
gonna-
of.
I'm gonna kill this
beginning
man.
of this
All right, do
fight,
it.
Yeah.
pew!
Okay, that's a hit.
25.
Yep.
All right, and he will take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
Like kicks him in the shin.
Ow.
Like- Actual shin kick.
necrotizes his left toe or something.
Oh no!
One of his toenails falls off.
All right, Sathra, do you want to make the rest of his body fall off?
My God, I try and hit him with the fucking sword. Please.
Yeah, you get him.
There we go. There's
Do that
the great
damage.
sword. 11 damage.
Dead, so dead, separated from his life. Blood splatters the walls as he tumbles to the floor.
Distracted him for you.
Suck it. And then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a door here.
That's
right?
a closet. Yeah, that's
Okay,
the
not
dumbwaiter.
Not that door. This door.
I run across
Oh
the
my
room and
God.
get into the dumbwaiter.
Go up the dumbwaiter.
I mean, it's a
You'll
way to
never
get upstairs.
expect it.
They will. I mean, to be fair, the dumbwaiter goes directly upstairs, and all you need is somebody in it and someone to pull it.
So
I
Zerbo, get
No.
in the dumbwaiter.
No, this is too much of an ambush.
Get in the dumbwaiter, Sosorobo. Get in the waiter. All right, let's go.
Get
You're
in the
good,
mech,
right?
Shinji.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Bryn, it is your turn.
All right, let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. You do
And then
anything
I
else?
guess she will hold her action.
Yeah.
I think I could have moved. I think if I
You
take
could have gone
another
diagonally
here-
one more next to me.
so-
Yeah.
she ends up there. I will hold my action that if anyone comes through this doorway, she will attack them.
Okay.
I guess
November?
anyone who is not an ally.
I go up to the dumbwaiter and I say, "You get in, and I'll pull."
Okay.
We're gonna serve him up.
Okay.
some-
So if you want, you're gonna
Little
ready.
touch
You're gonna ready your
sandwiches.
action.
I will ready my action to when Sosorovo gets inside the dumbwaiter.
You're gonna crank the
pull
dumb.
on the-
Okay. All right.
the
This
thing
is
that
a
makes it go.
terrible idea. He's gonna get there like miles before all of us. He's
Okay.
got, like,
So
2
you start
HP.
pulling on it. So Srovo, you get
You
inside.
can just go back down.
So Srovo, let me move you over to where you emerge. So there's this like, and then clunk, and you get to the top. So Srovo, you are over here now. Would you like to open the door that's in front of you?
Yeah, I've got my little wand pointing
Okay.
as well.
All right. Let me Metal Gear Sosorovo over here. All right, there you go. So you are looking into a bedroom. I will describe it to you, and then you can decide what you want to do. So you're on a different map now. I need a different map key. This is so silly. So here we go. Van Thamper Villa. This is room 17. So, all right, here we go. You appear to have arrived, and you can tell by the massive old lady perfume smell. This is the room of the Duchess Thalambra Van Thamper. There's a big bed that you can see over here. There's a dressing screen. There's a little stool. There is a window and a window over here with the blinds drawn. And let's see, there's a canopy bed with a gossamer shroud that hangs over it, wooden privacy screen, a cast iron bathtub with clawed feet, a fireplace, and a padlocked iron chest.
I don't have that spell ready. Okay, I climb out of the dumbwaiter.
Okay. There's a door next to you. That is the fireplace, yes. You know for a fact that this fireplace connects to the fireplace downstairs.
Right.
There's the bed. Okay. There's windows all around.
Okay. So I head over to these windows. Were there any balconies in this house from the outside?
Yes, there is one on this. There is one overhanging the front entrance and one overhanging the east side of the house.
So theoretically, if I climbed out of this window, I could walk to the window of the other bedroom from here.
You could try.
I mean, they're all shuttered. Do you want to pull the shutters open?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, when you open it, just looks out onto the yard.
Shit.
Yeah. So you come over, you pull it open.
That one, and I was going to go into his
the thing is, it's on. Remember, I said there was a balcony on the east side. You are currently looking north.
Oh, I thought when you said overlooking the entrance, that was all.
Yes, there is. If you peer, like here, if you look outside, let's imagine you stick your head out. There's one over here on your left. Yeah. There's also one around the corner on the right.
Okay, well, I've run out of movement.
A FedEx guy comes up to your desk and gives you a phone. When you answer it, Lawrence Fishburne is like, go out the window.
Yes. Okay, that's me for now. I'm coming up with a sneak move.
All right, Sathra. This is great. The going up the dumbwaiter plan was fantastic.
I think I've just got to like charge up the stairs at this point. They pulled him through a dumbwaiter.
Is it Lancelot time for the two of you?
I don't know where the fuck he is. I'm just gonna like kick ass all the way up the staircase.
The Lancelot twins.
I am just going to Lancelot this motherfucker. Here we go.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna charge out the door.
15, 20. There's a guy here. I cut his fucking head.
So hold on. As soon as you walk out here, the guys waiting above on the balcony throw spears at you.
Whatever. Bring it on, motherfucker.
He's like batting the spears out of the air. So here we go. You get attacked by 5 thrown spears.
Okay. Sick.
All right. Here's the first one. I got a 15.
Miss.
Second one, I got a 17.
That's a hit.
6 piercing damage.
Okay, cool.
Third one, miss.
All right, cool.
Fourth one is an 11. It's a miss.
All right, also
and then
miss.
Last guy, a 4. One of them hits you. All these spears come raining down from above. I would like to state
that the man who hit me, I turn, glare at him, and he bursts into flames.
Okay. All right.
So that's 2d10 for a hellish rebuke.
Okay.
Let me see.
Roll good. Kill him one hit.
Bop. 16 damage.
Holy shit, he's dead.
Actually,
okay.
25 damage.
25. Okay. Even if he makes the save, he's dead. I just gotta figure out which one it is. It was the second one, right?
Yeah, second guy.
Okay. So upstairs, and so Zrovo, you hear this as if through a single wall. You hear You hear a Wilhelm as a guy above lights on fire, is killed, topples over the banister, and lands behind you.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. So we just hear this scream, and a burning corpse just falls to a thud.
It's literally just like the physical embodiment of Sathra's irritation that you would scratch her.
Yeah. So this guy fell and is on fire. His body's burning on the floor. Cool. Now you want to finish your turn, Sathra?
And now I would like to attack this man.
Yeah. One time, a man saw Sathra getting out of a carriage and said, "Woohoo, baby. Woo, look at you." He immediately exploded.
15 damage to this guy.
Several other men were killed in the explosion as well. Okay. 15 damage, you just savagely tear him in half. He is
baby.
Just
and my
shred
move isn't
the dude.
even finished. I take another 10 feet and I'm in melee with this other guy.
So the other guy, he's standing there. He has no spear now. He has a shield. And the guys on the balcony up above are like, "Yeah, get him, Brad." And Brad's like, I threw my shield. Why did I threw my spear. Why did I throw my spear? Oh God. And like hides behind the shield as you come up, just like bashing on it. He is going to take the dodge action and just like try to hold his ground.
That's fair.
Upstairs, you hear shouting, and someone's like, "Give me more spears! There's got to be more weapons around here." And you hear like shouting and
rustling around
moving
for
around.
spears.
Yeah, looking for things to throw down at you. So this turn, they're not going to do anything. They'll probably find something. Dave,
Throwing, like, vases and
Sosorovo,
shit.
you hear a door in the other room bang open. Now it doesn't come into your room, but someone has just moved into an adjacent room.
Okay.
And then this guy went in here. Okay, yeah, that'll do. All right. So, I should put a note to see which guys have weapons and which ones don't. Who threw their spear? Who is empty-handed? Let's use this icon. This guy has no weapon. This guy has no weapon, and this guy does.
You thought you could alpha strike me, but it's me who alpha strikes you.
Okay, so that's the guard's turn. So Bryn, meanwhile, on the first floor, Bryn, what are you doing?
Bryn has heard a lot. And hasn't seen a whole lot. So we're gonna move first. 1, 2. Okay, here's the thing for Bryn. There's a lot of space between her and them in a horizontal fashion, but less in a vertical fashion. So,
Are you gonna angel it up and just like fucking yeah?
so Bryn looks at this. She just kind of like takes a sigh, probably hears Mylandro mutter something obnoxious to her, and she's like, "I told them." And her blue, sort of like bright blue teal wings like sprout behind her. The halo glows larger, and all of the eyes pop open as her eyes glow, and we realize like she is not human, and she just launches into the air, stands in front of them. So I'm now 30 feet up in this square.
I'm so envious. I wish I could unleash a divine aura. That'd be so
And
fucking
just says,
cool.
We
Dude,
didn't.
that's
I wish I could
fucking
spit poison at
sick.
people. So.
Somebody tries to cut in front of me at the line of the movies, and I'm just like, "Blah," and then they just die horribly.
No,
Oh,
Adam,
shall
Adam.
be me.
It's all about the spitting poison.
So I guess she's gonna
Yeah.
from here. She'll fly straight up.
Like a
but
Dilophosaurus.
I'm not on the second floor.
Yeah,
so-
you can. I'll show you. I'll take you over to the second floor. There, hover pants. So you can see rocket boots. You can see kind of like if you fly straight up. I think you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you were. So you just go just straight up, and then you can
Okay.
step over the balcony if you want to.
Yep. And then she steps over
Okay.
the balcony and she just stands there and looks at them.
So these three guards are standing shoulder to shoulder, spears up like shields, and they shout like they've made it up the stairs. One of them can fly, and the other one's like, I don't have a weapon. I threw my spear, and there's like rattling around inside as they try to find something to like throw at you to stop your implacable assault.
So this lasts for a minute. Unfortunately, I don't actually. You know what? And she'll take. She doesn't have a free hand for a javelin, so she's not gonna javelin it up. But
Okay.
It'll last for a minute, and then I'll move over to them and hit them.
Okay. Good. All right.
Unless they break, it's fine. If they just are intimidated the shit out of this, that's great too.
November, it's your turn.
I go back to the staircase
Yeah.
that goes down to the basement, and I call down and say, "This room's clear."
Okay.
And I hope that our NPCs come up.
Okay.
And then I look at the cat that is sleeping, and I like think petty thoughts, but I'm not gonna pet it. Because it's
Okay.
sleeping. I'm gonna basically do like.
Well, I think Slobberchops wakes up and like rolls its fat body over on the front and doesn't get up. It's still like just laying there, and it looks at you and it's just like, "Meh." And then looks down at the dead guards and just yawns like, and just like lays there staring at you. Like not asleep, just and like occasionally the wing will like twitch, like just staring. at you, like,
Slobberchops just doesn't give a fuck.
"Meh." Yeah, big like just tongue hanging out of its mouth, like struggling to breathe.
Sosorozo has a cat just like you, except for probably around 200 years younger.
So Sorovo, what would you like to do?
All right. So I saw this balcony, so I'm going to open this one.
Okay. Oh,
and I
dear.
want to climb out, and I want to get onto this balcony.
All
That's my
right.
plan.
So it's going
Do
to
I
be an
have to do a
athletics
jump
check to go from the window to the balcony and out.
Athletics, you say?
If you fall, you might die.
It's a cool move.
That's true.
Got to do it.
That's true. I
Do you
ran
want
out
do you want the
to 5
DC?
attacks
Do you want the
opportunity,
DC in
so you know
advance
what?
before you roll?
Yes.
Let's say 12.
I got a -1.
He has short little legs.
And
I'd say
no
10, but it's
advantage.
12.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but what
It's
if
a
it
real
worked?
danger.
Though?
It's a real danger.
It's a pretty
What if
cool
it
move.
worked?
It's a cool move if you don't fall on your face and die.
Right, and we'll never know if it's cool unless you make the roll and do it. So
Oh my god, here it comes.
So here's what we see, right? We see Sosorovo standing in the window like 1, 2, and then we cut to November and we just hear outside, ah, thump, and both Slobberchops and November look up at the window and then at each other. So you fall and you land down on the ground.
my fucking God.
Curse has been passed.
Oof. So you land there on the ground over here next to the porch. You're going to take a D6.
I'm just like, is that one of yours? Or
You're taking a D6 damage.
Okay, do you want to roll it?
Yeah, let me roll for it.
All right, roll bad.
Yeah, if I get a 5 or a 6, you're unconscious and dying. Okay, you have 1 hit point left.
Oh my god!
You fall, you land on the ground. It's a bad landing. You go prone. You take 4 damage. You got 1 health left, and that's your turn. So, Sathra, do you want to keep murdering your way up the stairs?
You know, I would, Adam, I would, but this guy, I realized you said he takes the dodge action, and 16 at disadvantage for me is a really
Pretty
bad
hard,
roll.
yeah.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move up to him. I'm gonna lean in, and I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Just all up in his face. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right.
So
This
it
guard
is,
will try to hold the stairs. These guards over here, they're gonna rush you, Bryn.
Bring it.
25, 25, 25. Okay. And then this guard comes out holding a chamber pot. This one has like a small chest. This guy is still rummaging around in this other room looking for something to kill you with. So the guards, 3 attacks with spears. Here's the first one. I got a 14.
Miss.
Second one, I got a 5.
Miss.
Third one is a 20
That's a hit.
for 6 piercing damage.
It's not lethal. It's not lethal. You're fine.
It
The
is.
chamber pot didn't hit you.
They didn't. They have weapons, but they haven't. They're gonna just throw them at you, but not yet. They spent their turn finding them and coming out here. All right, Bryn, it is your turn.
What about this guy in front of me? Does he dodge action again?
Yes, he's just holding. He's just holding
all
his shield up and like waiting for backup.
You got it.
Bryn hits the one in front of her with an axe.
Good call. Yep.
That's her plan.
You get extra damage for being like an angel or
I
some
do.
shit? Yeah.
Yes. If I hit him. 22.
You do. You hit him.
So I deal 5 damage plus radiant soul damage is another 3 radiant.
Excellent. All right. Cool. He is scoured by both your axe and your radiance.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna hold your ground there.
His retinas. I mean, moving away, they'll all AO her. She's hoping Sathra's on her way up.
I'm trying.
Okay. November. What are you gonna do?
Did I get any indication that the people downstairs heard me?
They didn't shout back, but probably there was some kind of like, okay, right? They're staying down until it's like safe to come up.
I said it's safe.
Well, you said this room is clear and they can still hear fighting, but if you want to shout, like it's okay to come up. But
I
it
just
isn't.
don't want our inattention to mean they like run away.
Yeah, they've heard you. They'll shout if they need your help. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not gonna be like, well, you didn't pay attention to Krieg, so
No, it's cool. I understand.
get it off into the.
And then he's got Philaster and Rhea with him.
Yeah, Philaster doesn't want him to scuttle off. That's for sure.
2, 3. I reach through the stairs
And grab his
and
leg.
grab his leg,
Okay.
and claw at his Achilles heel.
Okay, disadvantage because he's dodging.
Primal Savagery.
Yeah, you can't hit him with
I-
any worse.
I mean, well, his little footsies get cold.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Excellent. Okay. So Sorovo.
Come back in the front door, so
Chat makes a great point. I think you should get inspiration for that brave move as well. Very inspired. So yeah, spend half your action getting up and then go ahead and finish whatever it is you need to do this turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. I get to the front door.
Okay.
I can't. Well, I could open it.
You can open it. You can interact with an object as part of your.
I interact with an object as part of my movement.
Whoop. Okay, you do. The door is open. You fling the door open. There's a corpse smoldering on the floor. There's another dead guy right here with his throat cut. There's blood everywhere.
I see a guy
Yeah,
here.
get him.
November's grabbing at his legs, and Sathra's trying to kill him with the sword. And yeah, all right. Okay, so disadvantage.
My special shooting move. It has a 16.
That is enough.
Hey!
You hit him 5.
All right, excellent. He's 5 damage. Sathra.
So he's dodging, but
Yeah.
you know what? You can't dodge. Save attack.
True.
So I'm going to like tap on his shield with my finger, then lean in and poison breath his face when he like
Nice. Okay.
fucking figures out what I'm doing.
All right. Blast him.
Poison spray. Give him 8 damage if he fails a DC 14.
Okay. DC 14 for this guard. It is a con save. He gets a 5 and is killed by poison.
I then run up the stairs over his stupid corpse to go and help Bryn.
Okay. All right. So upstairs, there are guards, and they're doing their thing. So they're gonna attack. They're gonna attack Bryn. So there's 3 guards.
I wanted to move a little further if I can, Adam.
Oh yeah, but you've run out of stairs.
I've run out of stairs.
Yeah, let me carry you over.
Sorry.
So you are at the top of the stairs. You're over here now.
All right, cool. So I wanted to be like in this space here. That's perfect.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you charge up and you see Bryn in glorious angel form fighting these 3. So we'll do 2 attacks on Bryn, 1 on Sathra. So
Yeah,
Bryn,
trying to
here's
give
the
you
first
less
one.
targets.
You. 14.
Miss.
Second one, 21
Hit.
for another 6 piercing.
And
Third-
then disadvantage.
Third attack at disadvantage against Sathra. Very nice. 13. So a miss.
Nice.
And then these 2 guards, they run over. One of them throws a chamber pot at you, and the other throws a small chest.
Improvised weaponry.
Yeah. So D4 or D20 plus. Oops, ignore that D20. D20 plus 3 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. No, ignore that. So here's the chamber pot. 13
Miss.
bounces off your armor, and then the small chest, same thing. You just knock it aside.
You see a chamber pot and a small chest go over the banister.
Shit just flying everywhere. Bryn, is your turn.
Well, she's let me double check something.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but it is time also.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish this round.
Okay. Bryn's gonna hit the same one she hit last time with her axe, because that seems like a smart plan. Let's just start whittling them down. 19.
Okay. Yep, you hit.
Or 9.
Same one in front of you?
Yeah.
Dead. Ugh. Staggers back, dies against the wall.
That's her turn.
Okay. Oh, sorry, the other guard. I'm just gonna go. Hold on, I have to make an athletics check for this guard.
Wait, is he climbing out the window?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy's not into it. Okay, all right, so he drops down and comes outside, and I guess you can see him over here. Sosorobo.
Oh, no survivors.
So so he starts running for the door. Okay. All right.
Oh, good.
So good. All right. November.
Gosh, there's a lot going on. I think I will. Oh gosh, I don't know. It sounds like it's more of a cacophony upstairs than it is an actual life or death battle. So I think I'm just gonna like step backwards a little bit and call into the kitchen. We have the whole downstairs cleared. If you want to come up,
Okay.
take your time, I suppose.
All right. So end your turn, and then Philaster, Rhea, Satir, and Thavius will all come upstairs. Okay, there you go. So they all come out in the kitchen. Cool. All right. So Sosorovo, you're down here. We will do your action, and then we're good to go. So Sosorovo, what do you want to do? You got 1 turn.
Yeah, I see him running.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I shoot at the ground like behind him because I want to. And I'll be like, "Yeah, get out of here!" And I will and I'll shoot it like near him, but not actually to hit
Like an
him.
old-timey cowboy villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want him to keep running. If he turns around and tries to fight me, he'll kill me in one
Yeah. He's totally just like, and like running.
shot.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. So
All right, cool.
with Rhea having come up the stairs, we'll start our next episode with Sathra up on the second floor, finishing off that fight and the final Van Thamper showdown with Thirstwell, which I am very excited about. So we'll.
What about
we'll
Amric?
finish
He's
this
still
one.
alive somewhere.
I assume Amric is just going to go under the rape. Clive Welftenberg. Yeah, he will just vanish from the face of the earth. He'll adopt a new persona, a new name. He'll move to Waterdeep and become a gigolo.
And he'll never get his loan back.
That's right. Yeah, that's his tragic backstory. All right, let's bid these fine people who came to watch us play Dungeons and Dragons a farewell for today. Let's start with Blue Jay. Blue Jay, where can people find you doing your thing on the internet?
Man, I'm usually not first. I'm not prepared. Who am I? What am I doing? You can find me over at twitch.tv/bluejay or on Twitter at bluejay_712. I also put the 1st of November's in character journals up on my Patreon. It's pretty cool. It's over here. I have so many books. It's a pretty cool book. I wrote in it. Got November's name. You can't see, it's blowing out. But yeah, it's a little prologue to why she's in Baldur's Gate in the first place and her visions of horrible events happening. It's a fun time. You should read it.
Excellent.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Dave, you should go next.
Okay, you can follow me on Twitter at Dave_the_human. And yeah, thanks for coming, everybody, to the session. It was a really, really good one this week. I'm really looking forward to you next week. And we're gonna nail this devil contract, son of a gun. We're gonna do that. Look forward to it. Bye.
Me too. I think it's gonna be a good one. Wrapping around the bottom here, playing Bryn Orm. It's Lauren. Do the thing, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Random Tuesday, or Lauren. You can find me across the internet under both of those names, mostly Random Tuesday. I tweeted out today a sample picture of Bryn in my costume because I 100% didn't plan Bryn's costume based on things that I already own. I did. So some of those will probably go up on Patreon because, I just did a lot of Instagram filters. And also this Wednesday, if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender or Legend of Korra, you can come watch Elf and myself play in a RPG on my channel set like 100 years before Avatar. So I hope you're not too attached to any of those characters because they are not alive.
Yeah, but our characters are cooler anyway.
Your characters are fucking amazing and also just a nightmare.
I'm so excited. That sounds great. Cool. Yeah, I like the idea of making a character with the intent of cosplaying them, which is why my next Dungeons and Dragons character is going to be a guy named Aaron, and he just has like a black t-shirt on and some black jeans and glasses, I guess, or whatever.
And he would die immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Blagmar. I still want to see Flume Blagmar, Adam.
Yeah. I need the wig, the big long curly. Anyway, we'll get there. So last but not least, Elf, take it away. Do the thing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter at DistractedElf. My grand what do you call it, accomplishment for most recently is that I killed an angry old lady.
You did, and I'm very proud of you.
That's it.
Nicely done. Cool. Well, that's it. That's our show for today. Thank you for coming, everybody. We will be back next time with another episode of Roll20 Presents Descent into Avernus. Thank you for coming. See you, everybody.